What's going on? DJ Wild Body here.
Don't cut his fucking dick.
It's bullshit. You can't see that, brother?
What's going on? DJ Wild Body. Pre-show. Everybody in the room. You know what I'm saying? Welcome. All right, we got the pre-show coming on. We're going to warm them up. Let's get it. Welcome. Let's go.
I never disagree with that, but again.
I like my son's music. He's not.
Because we became blood, initiated our lives in love. We knew what it was since the first day we met. Now we both going hard for the set, and that's our foundation. Took vows with no hesitation. Have the right to say that you amazing. It feels so amazing to have a love that can stay blazing through all this cold weather. Tough skin like genuine leather, you're appreciated. So many efforts should be celebrated. Lots of patience in this journey of collaboration. Fascination of your full figure picture naked. I shall embrace it as a lover and protector. Sweet melanin skin, honeydew nectar, kissing on your neck. But why should I kiss and tell? All they need to know is I got my wish from the wishing well. So wish as well, it was just a penny for my thoughts. But if it's negativity, then fuck what you thought.
People would come and look at us and we're in bad shape. Well, that's alright. Two people can start off in bad shape, but they won't end up that way if they stay together and work as a team. You can do what you will, but you must stay together and fight to overcome the thing that would tear you asunder and destroy something that has the potential for tremendous beauty.
Well wishes received as well as the hate. For another's jealousy, why should we compensate? Long as we great on to our next chapter. Said it before, there will be none after. Black love matters, solid structure built. Takes a lot of practice, like walking on stilts. Trust it ain't easy. It's up to us to get up. Obstacles can't defeat me.
From a pimp's point of view, there's only one game. And the game of the worker and the working person. You either work or you work for somebody. If you ain't the boss, somebody's pimping you. Somebody is moving you to get their paper. You gotta know that. Keep being a hoe, just being a good hoe about it. Go ahead and get that money so you can put yourself in that position.
Bleeding. choke, smoke. Biggie Smoke for mayor, the rap slayer, the hooker layer. Motherfuckers say you pray notes while I take totes of the marijuana smoke. Throw you in the choke, gun smoke, gun smoke. Biggie Smoke for mayor, the rap slayer, the hooker layer. Motherfuckers say your prayers. Hail Mary, full of grace. Smack the bitch in the face, take her Gucci bag and a North Face off her back. Jab her if she act funny with the money. Oh, you got me mistaken, honey. I don't wanna rape ya, I just want the paper, the visa, capisha. I'm out like the vapors. Who's the one you call Mr. Macho? The head honcho, swiftest like Kumacho. I got so much style, I should be down with the stylistics. Make up to break up, niggas need to wake up. Smell the Indonesia, beat you to a seizure. Then fuck your moms, hit the skins to amnesia. She don't remember shit, just the 2 hits. Her hitting the floor and me hitting the clits. Sucking on the tits, had the hooker begging for the dick. And your moms ain't ugly, love, my dick got rocked quick. I guess I was a combination of House of Pain and Bobby Brown. I was bumping around and jumping around. After then I asked her who's the man, she said B.I.G. Then I bust in her E.Y.E. and get wrong.
Strong, got it going on. Headstrong, weak and strong, got it going on. Headstrong.
What did I get?
Grown man strength, huh? Okay, now we talking. Black and intelligent, that makes me a target, it's cool. All it really does is makes me work harder at being a better father. Make sure that they go further than I did. It's more than just buying some fly shit. Put education first and teach them how to survive shit. Can truth be told, sometimes it's do or die. So I supply a better way of life. Now ask yourself, you alive but are you living? I put my whole life into this music for my children, hoping that I could pass it down. I'm on a mission to build a foundation so strong that they can live it. That's why you kick this rhythm, go harder than competition most times, cause sometimes you gotta take what's not given. I look into the eyes of my son and see a vision of the greatness one day he'll become. So it's tuition I am saving for. I pray to God on some thank you,
please
Lord,
like,
for
subscribe,
Ebony
please
and
share this,
Jermaine,
everybody
raising
over
my
here.
other son, cause both my kids straight, I play the
Go live at 7.
keep my vocals laced and make sure every verse is felt. God body shit, hitting hard like a karate kid. Y'all just Daniel, son, I miss the Miyagi shit. Wax poetic whenever I spit the sloppiness. Grown man strength, slap shot, no hockey stick.
Now stay alive, theme to my soundtrack. Give some and give it back. Look for knives in the back. On some conscious shit, yes indeed. Got some kicks and some flips and make your ear holes bleed. Besides that, I'm a dad and a very good provider. Got a wife that's my dog and a stone cold rider. Multiplayer controller on this game of life. Day and night, my kids, that's my red light. I sit and I pray at night. Yep, he got him. I know God got him. Keep my daughter off the pole. Hope my son go to college. I'm real astonished on how the world went sour. And the rich got the power. And the borders got towers. And the homeless need showers. And the babies need powder. Wanna scream, but my voice is not louder. So I dream, it's a dream for a better way. I hope that I've led the way for both of my kids better.
Here I go again, opening my door again. Here I go again, opening my door again. Hoping it's the last time I fall for you strolling in. Like Robin Gibbons in the trench coat, showing skin. Trojan in my pocket, about to knock it like a bowling pin. You had me open since I met you in the lobby. Right after I bagged the hottie, walking by me with the Doberman. But now it's over with, I got a doper chick. No more loneliness, now suddenly you back up on my tip. You a gorgeous chick, I wish that I was stronger with self-control, relationship goals, you tried to tarnish shit. Damn, love should've brought me to the cribbo. Instead of creeping, now I'm creeping back in through my window. Like Marcus Graham, damn, I used to be a heartless man. Thought you was the one for me, then realized it's all a scam. Now my only plan's to get my lady back again. She smacked me in the face because of you. Thank you.
Wildin', chasing girls and chasing time. I was up there, losing love and lost my mind.
Thought I was
flicker than Quaker state. I was living my life, running around as a man that don't make mistakes, playing the field like a safety in cover two, trying to get the W before time runs out. Many nights I spun out and said I was with the squad, but on the real, I was dealing with another broad, or maybe two or three. And I know that you probably gon' see that them lame hoes was using me, but I ain't never spent one damn cent, never paid a car note, never paid any rent. I was coming home late with another woman's scent. Lord knows I was foul, but I never.
DJ Wild Body, Black Mav, Wallace. Let's go. We got no issues here. I shift the fifth gear, trying to keep a steady pace with my peers. They say success is cars and a lot of money. They get the bag around and start acting funny. I'm on survival of the fittest. My rivals mentioned everything is not a full-blown competition. He lost the first race and damn near lost all his pension. Lost all the shoes and the crib he lives in. This an example of crack era babies. Back in the 80s, shit was all shady. They slinging that work, ducking public safety, defective work ethic. Shit, what?
Rugged and raw, give me a round of applause. Exposing all of you frauds is like my passionate cause. Stay tuned, cause I'm about to make cake and dash. If I'm jammed up in the jam, I got toast to help me break the fast. Smash the gas and ghost off to the next scene. Fresh and so clean with the mindset to go clean. The flow's meaner than the woman scorn. When niggas bring the drama, I just go and grab the popcorn. Catch the gangster when they type in the messaging. Freeze the fuck up face to face and they be stressing that they ain't got beef and it's all love, but fuck that. Twitter thumbs be getting these cats plus.
Body to God body. Dedicated to real brothers that ride for me. Nobody stopping my shine as long as God for me. Saying poetry, wide body, the guys spraying rhymes like a Uzi, flow like jacuzzis, hot as Lauren leaving the Fugees to show her boobies and porno movies. Ready or not, I'm at your top like a goofy, ill as Bill, slipping Camille and little Rudy, your roofie. Don't shoot me, I'm trapped between the lines of my loose leaf like Bruce Lee. I'm drop kicking moolies, rocking Gucci. Excuse me, truly, flows just grow through me like trees to branches, hair weaves and dandruff like handguns, aiming metaphors at your eardrums, busting 16s to your brains. Leak on your air ones, dropping lines like breadcrumbs on snare drums. On the mic, fresh as the grandson of Red Run. Hot as bars from Hollis to Niagara Falls. Rappers soft as cotton balls and bottles of Tylenol. Got migraines, they rhymes lame. LeBron James, push your wig back with slick tracks and acts and acts and acts and acts.
This one, brother. I'm just a regular guy. I put my suits in the closet, let the skeletons cry. Don't ever ask the melanin why, cause I don't answer bird niggas. Fly, pelican, fly. Keep the smoke like I'm holding cigars. BMX, I got them flipping over these bars. The whole crowd oohs and ahs, not knowing how bad you hurt it, that you smile through the scars. Black Mav laced it, I'm one with the vibe. I'm on a quest for love and I come with a tribe. Thumbing the drive, and I'm thumbing the ride. On my way to Motor City, yep, I'm coming inside. Pause. Bring back classics, bring back Thriller. I miss Aretha, long live Dilla. Why these albums got all these fillers? Don't front, I know you feel us. You can catch me riding down Sunset, not the boulevard, cause the sun sets anywhere I pull up, y'all. Squad is true, I do, peep the wedding ring. You gotta stand for something, I fall for everything. I miss content, I miss subjects. We remember abuse, but forget substance. Facts, I love you all, but right now I'm talking to blacks. Oh, let me get back to the battle. We can let go. Try and replace the pain with some potion. Yeah.
Don't waste your time. I'm a people who understand. Don't waste your time. I'm 10 toes sinking in the sand. Don't waste your time. So who are you to
there before, so the war numb to it. So when you draw, better know it's on. My word law, my word is born. The strongest man can lose his life to a woman like Genghis Khan. I'm on another path. I have experience with different cash. Exotic queens with the realest ass. Exotic green in my secret stash. Nicer than me, please don't make me laugh. Your God degrees don't equate the math. Behead the wicked with a sacred staff. I speak to God all the time. You only call him when you need a pass. You fake hockey, move sloppy. I walked in the spirit of rose from the end to end.
Last time I looked in the mirror, saw a couple things clearer, but I couldn't believe what's in my face. Last time I looked in the mirror, saw a couple things clearer, but I couldn't believe what's in my face. A man of many dreams, and God gave him the means, but it seems he just standing in place. Gotta run the race, if it's goals you gon' chase. All you see is death, if all you got is faith. Gotta do the work if you wanna get it clapping. No snooze button tapping, don't make excuses happen. Go ahead pimping, be the master of your fate and the captain of your soul. For your heart turn cold and your body grow old. In the grave you gon' roll over a couple of times, cause you couldn't fix your mind to do what you had to. Success is like rent and it's past due. You better move before your best days is past you. I ask you, what you think is holding you back? Is it your mind or your heart that got you falling off track?
Look at myself, I'm seeing my best friend was in a I see angels and demons running space with through my dreams and
Player, it's gonna be haters all across the globe. They like crabs in a barrel, that's all they know. So in order for you to go to levels you never been, you gotta do everything they think you never did. So fix your mind, don't let them kill your thoughts. Don't let them line your ideas in chalk. Cause if there ever was a day they try to walk your path, it's the day they realize that they just can't last.
Go. Let's go. Woo! Yeah.
I told you.
Two. Beast. Told niggas I was no longer humble, but still kept it cool, cause being a cocky nigga to me is unfavorable. What's in store? I guess I gotta start barking more. Head up, flexing in like no more locked doors. Short nigga with no on or off on his fuse box. Have niggas drinking through straws, get them a juice box. Really don't want it this way, suggestion please stop. Real niggas fuck with me the long way like tube socks, block runner. I mean, yeah, I had my time, but didn't want to stay there long enough to claim it's mine. I swear you niggas goofy, better get you some business, cause that block can answer your calls when you wantin' forgiveness. Tough in front of your mans, behind closed doors repenting. Scared to tell the demons you ain't with this new image. Won't do it for yourself, at least do it for the children, cause they watching and plotting like Al Poe.
Yeah, Black Mav on the track, Sam poetry. Yeah, Black Mav on the track, Sam poetry. Yeah. You know we do it.
It's that feeling you get. I say it's that feeling. See, we up in the spot to make your body move. Not the dancery, but we take the groove and bounce with the hump. Done with your work week, maybe not. Take to the floor anyway, check 1, 2. My voice sounds nice through this mic device. My mind hurts on the boards, controlling the sounds to make the pickup lines fit. With that 2-step that you patterns in 12th grade. And still book them today, that don't matter. See, we came to party, so step and receive to give you what you need. The feeling of fresh air, no problems on the summer day. Life got it, so we have to make moves that's major. Now turn the system on, dash your kids. No kids, no balls, no finger pointing unless your hands in the air. Good, so you wave them, but I know you don't care. Let's go. Yeah, that feeling you get. Yeah, that feeling you get. Yeah, that feeling, no.
Where is Wallace? Somewhere between skyscrapers and line papers. The rhyme savior ground wild like child labor. Pile haters to the side. File folders of style boulders. With me, you niggas high as trade loud shoulders. Old men dirty, too conniving and scurvy. Your asses got the glasses, but still not close to worthy. Abdul Jabbar, I can't stand through your balls. I Abdul Rauf Jabars. Leaving rap crews with Abdul the stars. Wobbling, rappers is sweet like peach cobbling. Following bottle with no nuts and coddling. Hollow men struggle with no guts from squabbling. Obbing all of the dark places like goblins. Ghouls, red jewels, spare tools for the daring. It's time for OGs to grow seeds, start caring, be a parent, and lead with merit.
Different from head to toe. Way that I flow, words that I speak. Yeah.
Even visions of myself on the next level. Using ink as a guide to life, rocking for several. The night beat defined to cactus pipe metal. Smooth plus hard flow links like tea kettles. The devils with the tricks to cut my path short. Coke snort, extort, still sinking on every board. My ability to flip and rip and hold forts. Confessions coming out, not guilty in every court. Not limited to sex and text to cash checks. Certified as a kid from root to blow sets. Not your average run of the piece, I want some of the. I pause for a sec. You're a bitch with the son of a versatile nighttime, get biz child. My mind state rises over Earth's big clouds. Will God hit the sins with the big boom pow? I'm different, that's how I feel right now. Hello. I'm just different from head to toe. I'm just different from the way that I feel.
foot stomp, right hand ride, go ahead and rock. Everybody bounce. You gotta get your groove on. You gotta get your groove on. Go ahead, clap to this, do your two-step. Turn your face up, bounce till you break a sweat. Bust the rhymes type shit, boy, break your neck. Wide body and beast, here to run in the set. Also on this instrumental, I invited my bro Mental just to share what you was meant to. No, it's not coincidental, but before you hear his bars, listen to beats go mental. Coach gave the green light again. I threw that bait out, now it's time for me to reel 'em in. Crafty with the pen, skill set growing. Bar stay cold, irreversible snowman. Not going nowhere, so get comfortable. Get excited like a fat kid with a Lunchable. Throw your hands high, or you can keep them low. Head nod music, back to still the show. Left foot stomp, right hand ride. Go ahead rock, everybody bounce. You gotta get the groove on. You gotta get the groove on. Left foot stomp, right hand ride. Go ahead and rock, everybody bounce. You gotta get the groove on. You gotta get the groove on. Hey yo, what I do like no other motherfucker when mental grip the mic. You should run it up for cover, cause I'm nitro. I might blow up the whole scene and shout out the name of my team is none other than Wide Body with Beats. Mental, my nigga beast. Me two-step killing the streets. Look at the beat, I just dissed you. Look at the beat I killed in the streets. It's so simple. You send me some heat, I read.
Sometimes you just gotta keep it moving, you know what I'm saying? Things gonna happen. It's all about how you respond to it, right? Something like that. My man D forgot his age, but he younger than me. Scholarship, play ball, chemistry, a degree. Moved to Midwest, then he started his life. Bouncing up the corporate ladder, had some kids with his wife. Don't know a lot about her, but I heard she was trife. Great life, pushed the beamer, kept her sharp as a knife. She wanted other things, like the rings wasn't bonded by God. Was in the garage, his dice were just a mirage. She creeping out on her job, meetings with the massage. Suspicious she was involved, apologies for size. Her family ill, knew the deal and concealed. Then truth was revealed. Now the court docs are still finally kids in custody, alimony, trust and fees. If you ain't love him then, why you ever fuck with D? Praise God, he got my homie, got that fuckery. It hurts still, but it's time to reveal and keep it moving. Yeah, to the K-I-M. Trying to be everything that I say I am. She tried to get away with running game by him, but she didn't realize she was playing by him. Keep it moving. Gotta be smarter than that. Going through hard times is a part of the path. I'm glad the homie started, you was larger than that. Yeah, much larger than that. Yeah. My homie Bobby got betrayed by his body. I swear he'd probably be up among the stars if his wife wasn't so godly. My man is like the clone of Studio Tone. And Dilla V he got on, make the push sing a poem. He was waiting for a heart for a minute, you know the story. The system known to have a black man in purgatory. Oppress his life ended to prolong another one. Rush the ICU, the surgeon's hands was covered from the devil. 8 hours in surgery, 2 weeks in recovery. Wifey never left his side, now that's love to me. Took steps, now he walking up steps. I think about my mouth.
This beat to the never wanna talk much, we let the beat spark from the heat. We distribute in the mouths, copious with the focus of AI. Cross the lines, the lead tongues tied. It's the one they call math, hit the grandstand. Sans the old man tags, we get down steeped in the fundamentals of hip hop. Take you on the ride as the sound drops the narrative. I swear it's just my man Swift makes it easy on the road to make it all better. That's right, we stay dirty. From ideas to the crates and machines to the tapes, we make a move with haste. While these beats get broken down like clowns with wet face paint. Show's over once it gets going again. Ain't no stopping us, so admit defeat. Succumb to leave and this joint of repeat. When you need the feeling, it's Mav and JB. When you go for the realness.
What's going on? Welcome. Yeah, peace and blessings. What's going on, Monica? In the chat, DJ Wild Body here. Hold on, let's get set up here. To the countdown. Thing that could go wrong goes wrong.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 10,
I gotta stay on my grind, cause I'm getting old and I'm running out of time. I keep my eye on the prizes, I rehearse and recite these lines.
Welcome. Michelle Nobles, welcome. Shelly Reed, welcome. Smith Serene Jewel, welcome. This is DJ Wild Body here, and this is Talk That Stuff. This 26th day of February, I am DJ Wild Body. Let's meet the panel. A little off today, just finished watching a fight. I am not prepared. Please forgive me. Show must go on. Let's meet the panel. Let's meet the panel. Up first, from Detroit, now in the North Carolina area, let's give it up for the comrade, Ortez Fields. Up next, from Memphis, Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the man of many NPCs. You can call me Digger Hertz.
Peace.
Up next, out on the shoestring, from Jersey, now down south somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it for See Me Hustle. Lies on the shoestring. From Oakland, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the comrade, RTO Beats.
Peace.
All right. Up next, from Flint, Michigan, Flint's finest. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for a fellow pirateer, Rod Wallace.
Wait, what you call me, a pirateer?
Privateer with a T.
Privateer. Okay, privateer.
I'll explain later. Up next, making her comeback. It's been a while. She's back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a warm welcome back.
Crazy.
The comrade, Miss Monica Donato.
Peace. What's up, everybody?
Yeah. Welcome. And who I'm missing here? We got everybody here, and I am DJ Wild Body in Florida, and this is Talk That Stuff. This 26th day of February. You know, Black History Month, 28 days of the month. We're here, and that's gonna be it. Welcome. I'm so sorry. So unprepared today. Go check it out. Talk That Stuff playback. Got plenty in the library. This is DJ Wild Body here. Talk That Stuff. This 26th day of February. How's everybody? Got some sad news. Our sponsor, our only our first sponsor, Popeye's Woodshop, will be going out of business. So be making sponsoring for a little bit more longer. Thank you for all the years of having, Popeye's Woodshop. But yeah, Popeye's Woodshop will be going out of business. So we'll be looking for some more sponsors. Check me out. Hit me up, adswat@gmail.com. Shout out to everybody in the chat and shout out to everybody in the playback. You can catch this on Apple Podcasts. You can also catch this on anywhere podcasts are shown online, Pandora, Spotify, Anchor FM, all the goodies. Once again, DJ Widebody here. Check it out. Please share. Please like. Please let everybody know we here. Got a great show ahead. We got Miss Jewel back. Welcome back. How you doing?
I'm doing good, bro. How's everybody doing?
We cool. How's everybody doing as well? We got to give our
When I'm lost to choose the niggas.
All right, we're good. We're locked in. Got to do that. All right, hold on.
Don't cut his dick off, bro. Like, bro, for real. If he gonna be gay, let him be gay.
All right, we're all good. Just got done watching the Jake Paul Tommy Fury fight over in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, ladies and gentlemen. For all you Jake Paul fans, he lost. Took an L decision. It should have been a unanimous decision.
Wow.
We just finished watching the fight. Guys, I'd like to get your take on the fight. We just watching it. It's fresh in our minds. Was this a fight that we've been looking for? Did you expect the results? Do you think it will be a rematch? Take it away.
Ding dong, the witch is dead, and there will be a rematch.
Yeah, definitely.
But if I were Fury, I would prolong it.
You would.
I would definitely, because the ball is in my court now. You talked all that smack.
Right.
Hey, it will be criminal for me to give you a rematch right off the bat.
Right.
Let them simmer in that loss for a minute.
Yep. Would. I personally think it wasn't close at all. I think Fury took him to school. Jake Paul had a couple good shots, some counter shots. He was clinching the whole time. Fury, Jake Paul's defense was a little bit better than I expected. I think he worked on that a lot in training camp, because if this would have been the same skill set he had when he fought Tyron Woodley, he would have got put to the ground.
But when he wasn't sick.
Right. Oh yeah. He's sick twice. All the excuses. He kind of reminded me of a little kid not getting his way, and he was shocked because of the decision. You had to have known you lost that fight, bro. But shout out, RTO. Will you be watching the next fight?
Nope.
Still, even though he lost. All right.
Don't fuck with him.
I got you. Well, it's good to see him lose once again. I guess it was a split decision. Tommy Fury over. I guess it's good for boxing. I see. Not really a lot going on. Mayweather fought last night. I think the Mayweather thing is getting a little dragged out. No, did anyone know there was a Mayweather fight last night?
Nope.
Oh, there goes my point.
He posted it on his IG page.
I heard about it this morning. And it's seeming like, excuse my voice, man. It's seeming like it's losing his luster.
Right.
Like,
I agree with that.
He ain't fighting nobody though, is he?
Nah, some young MMA guy that's famous over across seas, but nothing. No one. I've never heard of the guy, and I'm pretty much.
There ain't no more competition for Floyd, man. Floyd's pretty much done everything he's gonna do, man. So like, the most sensible thing for Floyd to do, man, is just hang it up and just relish in the fact that he's never taken an L, man.
Right. I what I think is gonna take him to do that? Somebody to really beat his ass, because he looks good for a 46-year-old man. He's pretty quick, still keeps himself in shape, but you're gonna you're gonna run into somebody that's he kind of like these old, when Joe Louis retired, he was doing little exhibitions and stuff. Stick to those. I mean, Mayweather, this guy he picked could have, if he had a little skill, he could have gave Floyd Mayweather a run for his money. I was able to catch a few minutes of the fight, but any which way, man, that's what it is. We got a lot to talk about today. Let's open up with this. Dwayne Wade's, now his daughter, Zaya, is granted a legal name and gender change. Once again, I think this kid is how old? 12 or 13 years old. Dwayne Wade's son, or former son, now his daughter, Zaya, granted legal name and gender change. Thoughts? Nobody wants
I think that you should at least wait until you're 18 to make such life-changing decisions. like that.
Right.
And I'm, some people say I knew since an early age I was bisexual, gay, who I identified as. And you got to understand, although you're speaking your truth, you have people that you have to rely on to care for you. They have to now understand what that means and adapt. And that doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight for us as adults.
Right.
So imagine trying to have that conversation with your minor child
Right.
who hasn't experienced much, from the world other than what they've been introduced to. And because you're the child of a celebrity, it's not like you're able to go jump on your bike and ride, through the hood without photographers in your face. People wanting to stop you and probably take a picture of you or something, of that nature. But for me, let's revisit this conversation when you're older. You've gone through your adolescent phase, and we've developed, conversations over time about sexuality and communicate, learn each other, and go from there. I mean, that's me.
Old can't it's not old enough to drink legally, but you can do that. Can't smoke a cigarette legally, but you can get a name and a sex change. Like, I don't know. I think I'm really uncomfortable about this, man. I probably don't. I just don't understand it. Like Boosie, I laugh at him, but he had a point. Like, what if you change these kids' brains ain't fully developed yet, and I don't know. I just think that shit's sick, man. I'm bothered by that. The chat, what you guys think about that? Those of you in the chat, give me a heads up on that. But Miss Monica, would you like to steer the steering here? I'm a little off right now with my topics and what we're talking about.
You're a little off. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to touch bases on a topic that we covered a little while ago, and it was in regards to people traveling abroad and possibly looking to engage in sexual activity,
right?
With someone from that country. And I believe we were first talking about men traveling to certain countries to have sex with women, prostitutes, but what I have to admit to, I witnessed a lot of that on my vacation.
Oh boy, tell us about that.
Primarily from women.
Really?
Primarily from women, and I want Malcolm. I hope he's around.
Malcolm, you there?
Is he there, or is he?
He's on mute. Malcolm, come off mute, guys.
He might be busy.
Oh yeah.
But I honestly, and I'm an advocate traveler. Like I love to travel. I've been traveling. Hey, Malcolm. What happened?
He was doing this signature quote.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been traveling for some years, and I guess I just never paid attention, to certain things. But when we did talk about it on that podcast, I said, okay, next time I go, away, I'm gonna look for it. And I really didn't have to look far. Like, you literally seen money exchanging the phone numbers. Various women walking back to their rooms with different guys. You'll see, I seen this one woman with like 3 or 4 different guys go into her room. And wow. I don't know whether or not the resort had dealings with, setting up prostitution, because I've seen it on both sides. I've seen it done by men. I've seen it done by women. But the women were white. Some of them were European, and they were with different men. and it was happening like right out in the open.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
I would never thought.
I was, yeah. I said, where Malcolm at? where the hell Malcolm at?
You did say that though. Didn't you say that, Malcolm?
He did.
Wow. European women too, so they coming over to get, they doing their own Stella got their groove back, huh?
Yeah. But I really never paid attention to it. I mean, they were exchanging numbers and open. They were exchanging money and open. They were walking back to their rooms and open. And I'm looking, I'm following them up, and then she'll come down by herself.
Shout out to Monica for sure.
Hey, I'm not surprised, man. What a European woman to do, or a woman from European descent. Have you ever seen the Dancing Bear? I rest my case.
I mean, I had one woman. She traveled alone. She always travels there alone, and she was very open about coming there to deal with one particular person. And I wanted to get into the meat and potatoes. I didn't want to sound real greedy.
Potatoes.
With info sharing, but she was very open about it. You know, she a woman of a particular age, you know, and she said she wasn't interested in anything but sex.
Damn.
And she felt comfortable coming there and dealing with this one particular person.
I admire that in a way, for people to be sexually not bashful. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but I respect that. You know, like, look, this is what I'm here for.
Mm-hmm.
This surprisingly though.
It did to me though. Like I'm telling you.
Well, then I got some shit. It's some videos, especially that been coming out lately, that will blow your minds. Yeah.
Well, let me say this. I never looked for it. When I'm away, I'm not paying attention to other people, so I wasn't looking for it. You know what I'm saying?
Where'd you go?
I just recently learned to I'll tell you after the show.
There's certain islands where, and there's women of color in this country go to, and this is some stuff that I'm usually not surprised by much, but there's some stuff that came out recently that's like, this is shocking. And all I have to say is if you're married or you got a long-term girlfriend, a girl's trip to Jamaica is out of the question. That's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? It's out of the fucking question, bro. You is not going there if you're going to be with me. If you're with me, then, I mean, if you want to dissolve the relationship and go or whatever, then do your thing. But nah, bro. And if I call on these videos of what goes on. Yo.
So is a guy's trip to DR, or is a guy's trip to Colombia, or is a guy's trip to Peru out of the question?
For if you're married?
I mean, that's what you threw out there.
So I would say this, right? I'm a single man, and I travel freely.
That's not what I asked. You
work.
said.
Hold on, Monica, goddamn.
No, because you're going all the way around the mulberry bush. I want you to answer the question first.
I'm talking I'm letting you know what viewpoint I'm speaking from. So all I can say is you spoke from your viewpoint, that long ass shit that you spoke. This is from my viewpoint as a single man of the stuff that I've seen in these different countries.
And you long-winded as hell. Answer the damn question.
This took nowhere near as long as your little speech, your little monologue.
But that's all right. You knew what I was talking about. Yeah. And you jumped your ass right on in there.
Hey, this is my monologue. This is my time for my monologue.
For jumping in. You ain't missed a beat, baby.
You
ain't missed a beat, baby. You ain't missed a beat.
I can finish what I'm saying.
You missed me, baby. Just say it.
So, I'm sorry. I don't know who's married, who's single at home or not. I can only say what I guess is happening. So all I'm gonna say is if I was a female, or my suggestion to females is if your significant other is engaging in these kind of trips, I would not allow it.
So let's talk about that. Let's unpack that, because we have a lot of married men on the panel. So
he didn't answer the question though.
He didn't. Answer the damn question, man. What's the question anyway?
What's the question? I forgot.
You're long-winded ass. Exactly, because you was long-winded as hell.
Not for Malcolm being long-winded as well.
Yeah.
Hey, pop me the kettle.
All right.
Well, I guess we go good together, don't we?
I think she asked. So is it good for you to go to DR? And I mean, you single. I mean, I asked that.
Bro, he knew what I asked. That's why he said.
I said my advice to women. I just said this, but I'll say it again. My advice to women: if you're in a significant relationship with a man, I would not allow your significant other to go on these male trips to these countries.
All right, so let's unpack that because we have some married people on the panel. So let me ask: Are us as married men, are we allowing what's out of bounds for a girls trip? Are you cool with your significant other going on a girls trip, being married?
You know what? I'm cool with it, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm cool with it. Because here's the thing. I can't control every aspect of my wife's life when she's not here.
Right.
And furthermore, I don't want nobody putting no restrictions on me to go anywhere. So I ain't gonna put restrictions on nobody else to go anywhere. Because whatever you do, eventually it's gonna catch back up with you if you leave in that type of deal. So me saying like, oh, if you going here on the girls trip, like listen, you know what situation you in, and you know what you have to lose if you step outside those parameters. So hey, have fun, but don't do anything that's gonna jeopardize what you got. Everything that you had to lose. I'm not with holding people back from enjoying themselves or doing whatever the fuck they want to do. But when it comes to this union, keep that in mind when you out here, doing your acts of discretion or whatever you're doing outside the bounds of our union, our marriage or whatnot. But I don't give a fuck.
Right. I'm like that. If you can live with it, like I can't. I agree with Hertz. I can't be worried about that. I gotta think that our union will provide you common sense into understanding that you got to come home, and like you say, you do shit in the dark, it comes to the light. So, but I mean, there's some areas I'll be like, hell no. But I know, the significant other wouldn't be asking me to go to a spot. It was like Swinger Island or something, or nude beach, and you going with your
I would say this. I don't want nobody telling me what I can and cannot do.
Right.
Especially if I'm in a trusted situation with, and that's married, work, whatever. Right. But what I will say is, I do try to stay tapped in with who, I trust my significant other judgment of character and who she kick it with. And, people can surprise you, but, there are friends that I definitely would be okay with and would be in full support of. But then, there may be other individuals that you may have some additional questions about their motives, just being real. So that's what I would say. I think that's part of the entire package. I don't think you get involved with a person. You don't not get involved necessarily because of who somebody associates themselves with, but I guess you kind of do.
Right. And I agree with that.
Like, I want my significant other's friends to have significant others that's like me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And yeah, my voice is messed up, bro.
It's all good. No,
saying I don't know what happened this afternoon, but my voice is terrible. But yeah, that's what I would say.
I got you.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. Every relationship that I've gotten in, you start off with 100. You deduct from there. I don't deduct those points. You do. You have to maintain a level of self-control. I don't care if you were a videographer for an X-rated company, right? Maintain a level of self-control. And you could go anywhere on this planet and have beautiful men and women in front of you, but that doesn't mean jump right into bed with them. Remember, you got to come back home.
Mm-hmm.
You have to come back home. And, I know I'm a germaphobe. Everybody can't touch on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to share myself with just any ordinary Joe for a temporary fix. I don't have that type of need or desire or illness for some. So for me, my husband want to go on a guy's trip, be my guest. I'm okay with it because I trust that he has enough self-control.
But
I'm gonna take it a step further. If we've had challenges in our space in the past and I forgave him and we worked through those challenges and he wanted to go away on a guy's trip, I'm okay with him going. He don't have to check in. He don't have to check in every day, all day. I don't need a FaceTime every day, all day. Do the norm. I don't need any extra additives to make me feel secure. If we're gonna work on our relationship, we're gonna work on it prior to a trip even coming about.
Right.
And
that's where I'm at.
I mean, I guess if I could chime in, man, it's folks out here cheating with their neighbors.
Come on now.
They don't need to go to another country to do it.
Say
So,
that.
like, if you with somebody that you worried about them going to another country, more than likely they're gonna hit somebody off 10 miles away from the crib.
Yeah, because Charles Flannery had the lady he was doing the fan for on BM. Well, never mind.
I mean, look. Bobby Womack was tagging Sam Cooke, a wife and his daughter. I mean, like,
No
come on,
shit.
man.
Damn.
Like,
damn.
Real shit. Yeah, real shit.
I mean, like, if somebody gonna do
Bobby
some
Womack?
Jesus.
Yeah, Bobby Womack was
Bobby,
foul, bro.
Bobby Womack was Sam Cooke's protege, man, and he
He's
was
a
the whole time,
scumbag.
man. He was doing surveillance.
So
and
like
shit,
you
Jesus.
like oh man, it's a video that he kind of make fun of that. He was like, you shouldn't be having me around your girl or whatnot. It's a video Bobby Womack did.
The name of the song is I Wish He Didn't Trust Me So Much.
Exactly.
Damn.
So, but anyway,
fucker wrote a song about it.
Neither here nor there. Like if you worried about somebody going out of the country, that shouldn't even be your worry. Your worry should be, is he with the pizza girl? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the easy, most accessible thing you could possibly do. So I mean,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So people got if they gonna cheat, they gonna cheat.
True.
Like, so it don't matter if it's domestic or foreign. It's still gonna get slayed if they gonna do it. So just, but I'm saying, like, I sent my wife on a Vegas trip with her friends. I know her friends. I know they ain't about to do nothing. They all married, or you know what I'm saying? It's not like Wallace said, like Wallace said, like, the character in which, like, who you going with? Oh, okay, cool, bye. Like, I don't even question it. Like,
if your wife is letting somebody else that might be considered an unsavory character influence them or doing some shit they know is going to be detrimental to their situation, that falls on them. They don't even fall on the friend, because hey, I got scumbag friends, but hey, they ain't gonna encourage me to do some shit where it goes against my moral fiber or whatever.
What you trying to say about us?
I'll wait till after the show.
I only know one scumbag. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. I might get butchered for this, but me as a man, I think when sometimes you put men in situations to where, so I think women have more. I mean, let's go with the thing where a female.
Spit it out, bro.
Female
spit it out. Spit it out, man.
Probably grab any man off the street and have sex with him. Where a man, if he has something thrown in his face, it's his self-control.
Hey, I think Wide Body said, y'all saw that stand-up Patrice O'Neal, Elephant in the Room.
No.
Like, every man wants to know he can still fish. He's like, we catch the fish, we look at the fish, we fly fishermen, and then we let the fish go.
Throw it back out.
Then we throw it back out.
That's
all we want to know. Like, we don't want to be the ones that got pushed out on the raft. We just want to know, like, hey guys, you see what kind of fish I just caught? Hey,
I think Havoc has a line in one, and I think the song is Hell on Earth. And I think he has a line where he says, "Sometimes I test myself, see if I still got it." That's what we live by.
So is that so if once you test out, those waters, see if you still got it, what if it goes too far?
It won't. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something funny. I was at talking about this. I was at work. What was this, Friday? And I was responding to an emergency or whatever. So I'm doing my doing my whole procedure, doing all my testing and everything. So when I walk out the house, there's 3 ladies sitting outside.
Right.
Now, 3 women of which I would have no desire to even mess with. So it's funny because people would try you just off the sheer fact of just shooting their shot without, hey, they ain't got nothing to lose.
Right.
And so there was an older lady. She had to be like 50 plus. I'm gonna give her 50 plus. And so the lady who I was there to see, she was like, yeah, she said, thank you so much for checking everything. She said, my auntie said you fine as hell. I'm looking back like, I laughed it off and I kept walking because I'm looking like, not a million years. but let's say that this was a 30 plus year old on a scale of 10, 8.5, something like that, had said the same thing. I still have to have that same mindset because I don't know if I'm being set up. I don't know none of this shit. So I had to always approach it from the same mindset where if the person was attractive or unattractive.
True. And go ahead, Phil.
Nah, because I was gonna say as a bartender, y'all know I bartend on the side. Like it ain't hard for when women I've been thrown, women have thrown themselves at me as a bartender, and I'm like, man, I'm just serving drinks. You know what I'm saying? But it's happened. It's just like you sit there, especially the dynamic of me being married with 2 kids, like why? Like that's great. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I guess I've gotten to the part in life where it's just like, but why? Like what would I gain from it? Like one maybe 3 minutes of enjoyment. Great.
Shit, I'm staying at night now.
Listen,
watch
Fonte Coleman said it best, bro. The allure of new pussy is cool, but when it's over, what the fuck you got to talk about?
Well, right? Like, what do you like? I'd be to that point where it's just like, all right, well, I'll see you when I see you, and then I feel like shit afterwards. So
I'll also say this: if the only thing that's keeping you from cheating is the inconvenience of it, then you got a problem.
Real shit.
I like that, Wallace.
Real shit, because
the only thing keeping you from doing it is the fact that it's inconvenient. Then you got some other stuff that you need to deal with.
Yeah,
because you're gonna start looking for a convenient
one, right?
That will allow you to cross them paths.
Yep.
Right.
When I my last relationship, I wasn't married to this last one, but I used to DJ a lot, and man, for some reason, all the ladies want to know who's the DJ, and man, a lot of times, man, I used to get home when the sun was coming up, and I felt so guilty, and but at the time, I don't know, it was like I felt that it wasn't long as I still felt the same for her. The opportunity was there. It was like, yeah, I'm feeling that, and I'm intoxicated a little bit, and I'm like, go for it, man. Like, I'm smooth. I ain't got to worry about, I got an alibi, and it's like, but I felt like shit afterwards. I felt like holy shit. Then looking into her face, into her eyes, and like, what happened last week? I was at my man's house and she bought it. I'm like, damn, I really felt bad. I wanted to fight.
Hey, you know what that is? That's conviction, brother.
Yeah. That was a long time ago. I was in my early 30s at the time. So, but I see how it is. I had no self-control with that shit, man. And for me, I try not to put myself in situations to where that shit is tested because I know me. And I don't.
Yeah, because one day you're fixing the fan, man. The next day you at the strip club, man.
Can I tell you one of the questions that I was asking individuals as I was talking to them was, do you not think about diseases?
Oh.
And it was like diseases, no.
That's baffling, mind-boggling.
And yeah, like, are you wearing protection? Sometimes. Are you thinking about diseases? No. And these are grown ass people.
Yeah.
One of the women was over 55.
Damn.
Yeah. But you know what, Monica? It should tell you something though. You see how people feel about wearing masks. You think they wearing
that tells the whole story, brother. Real shit, man.
Hey, Gigahertz. Let me say this to you. I was looked at like I was the strange kid on the block because I got my mask on.
Word.
I was looked at, and I'm gonna top it off. You know, every resort has a buffet. So with the buffet, I'm watching people grabbing stuff with their hands, coughing, or when they going to order their omelet, they talking over the food. Yeah. And I'm really just going in to grab a mimosa. I don't really like eating from buffets. I don't. I'm real funny, bro. Like I'm the one walking around with Lysol and wipes and shit.
Hey, I told my man I got a cruising going on in December. I told my man, me and him were talking. I was like, man, listen, because we're doing a family thing, me and him, his family and my family or whatever. I said, bro, my luggage is gonna be full of fucking trail mix and bottled water. I said,
room service, man. That room service get you guys
disgusting.
Guy Fieri burger.
Disgusting. Yeah. One lady asked me though. She asked me. She said, "Well, why are you wearing your mask? It's hot. It's 90 degrees out here." I said, "Because COVID still exists." She was like, "No, they removed."
Oh no.
She said they removed the ban. You don't have to wear it no more. I said, "Lady, COVID is still out here." She was like, "No, just a little." She was like, "But it's not here." Yo, crazy. No. I said, "You wear condoms?" You open up the door for me to ask that question. She said sometimes.
What she asked you? Is that French or something? I don't get that.
No. Let me tell you, you know me. Once you open up the door, I'm asking all questions. I asked about oral sex, anal sex, how often is it one? Is it some? Like we talking. You filled up with alcohol, and I'm right here sitting there. I'm listening, and I really was shocked. And honestly, I wanted to call Malcolm in that moment and be like, "Nigga, fuck you, yo! Like this shit really." Because when he said it, I was like, "What? I never heard it." But now I'm looking. I'm every time I'm going away now, I'm looking. I'm like, damn, like this shit really does happen. And it was a lot of European women, white women.
Send you a video of some of the stuff that goes on.
Yeah, send it to me.
This one gonna blow your mind, yo.
I literally was like, wow.
This is on tape. And the people knew it was being taped. Imagine the stuff that goes on without the tape.
That's crazy.
Is this worse than Uncle Luke's freak?
Things like the freaky what's the names y'all heard about before?
Is this worse than Uncle Luke's Freak Fest?
I'm telling you, bro. Yo, times
worse
than
the dancing bear.
Damn. Wow.
Yo,
so,
this is unbelievable shit, and it's by women that's married or have in relationships.
Yeah, this is like the closet cokehead that goes places and sniffs coke when he's like a stockbroker or something. You know, winning wrong.
He ain't a closet cokehead if he's
like a coke party or something.
I'm just saying, he ain't gonna do that. You know, he just go there because you don't want nobody to know, but he there, so I'm gonna do this shit. It's like the old lady, 54-year-old lady, have sex with the first dude she meets unprotected. Says, "I was a naughty girl last night." Had unprotected sex with somebody and
the voice.
I was bloody naughty.
Our naughty girl last night. She found out she got all kind of stuff, but yeah, man. But
last night,
right?
Everything.
Woke up like my butt hurting. I want you, I like you, and I want you.
And I got to have you.
And I got to
have you.
Don't make me ruin that.
We can do this one of two ways: the easy way or the hard way.
Right.
Choice is yours.
Good, bro. That's enough scare straight for me.
Right. You gonna make me ruin that butt?
But man. So that's crazy. The Iceland like that, Monica. Up in Iceland like that. Jesus, I want to go to Iceland.
So
now we know where she went.
An apology, right? You kind of owe Malcolm a little apology, though, right?
Owe me apology.
Yeah.
Y'all owe me apology.
No, what do I owe him an apology for? Because I didn't. Only thing I said. No, and honestly, y'all know, if I said something wrong, I will definitely.
You definitely did. You definitely did.
But when he said that, all I said was, "What?" Like I never in my entire time of traveling ever seen it. But once he said it, this is my second trip. I went away in January. I went away in February.
Hold on. First of all, what did I say, yo? Let's be specific. What did I specifically
Because we were talking about guys going to DR.
He said this.
Okay.
Stop it.
Lots
Stop
of
it.
shoes and niggas.
All right, go ahead, Monica.
Heard the women apologize.
Fuck
All
out of
So you had to cut me off to do that little
I'm
motherfucking
sorry.
skit,
I
huh?
had to. It was
The
timing.
man
I'm
want
sorry.
to talk about wanting order on the panel, and you cut me the fuck off.
I'm sorry,
to do some
Monica.
little
Go ahead,
stupid ass
Queen.
skit. No,
Go
I'm
ahead,
done.
Queen. Go
Arms
ahead,
are
Queen.
folded.
I
Next.
did. It was the setup. He just wasn't
Hey,
ready. I did.
Hey,
I
hold up,
wasn't
hold
ready,
up,
Monica.
hey,
My bad.
hold up, Monica. But that
You all right,
sound
bro.
bite takes precedence over our whole life.
Okay.
That sound bite is our whole
Sorry.
life. So let him have that.
I'm sorry.
I did throw the alley oop up there.
I missed the butt. He threw the alley oop up there. You didn't see the ball go up there. It was like a volley thing.
Well, how
Sorry.
come y'all be having these little hidden things and I'm not tapped in? Tap me into some
Oh,
shit.
you
I
gonna
want to
get
have an inside
oh
laugh.
yeah. You gonna get tapped in.
Hey, be careful what you ask for.
Oh my goodness.
Oh shit, Bill.
Here y'all go with this secret. You know what? Find me another
Hold
woman.
up, hold up, Charles Flannery, Phil.
Oh shit.
Hey, Hurst,
Here
you
y'all
ain't
go.
shit for that, dude. You ain't shit for that. That's fucking
Here y'all
hilarious.
go.
Nah, that's the old boy that
Oh damn.
I might be missing what the fuck y'all saying. So let's
You
what we
gotta
talking
watch
about, Monica?
DMF to know about to get
Y'all
that.
ran Malcolm off a video, so
Yeah, son. Nah, that was wrong, man. That was
It's bullshit. You can't see that, brother.
Hurst, you
I'm sorry. All right, Monica, you can go ahead and continue. I'm sorry if I cut you
I
off.
forgot.
All right, well let's move on. God damn it.
I'm sorry, Monica.
We're talking about the we're talking
Got
about
what I
earlier,
said? What'd you forget?
Oh, what he said that you were like, yeah, you're right, Malcolm. You said
no, I think Digahertz asked if I owed him an apology.
Well, what did
I
I
think
say
that's what happened.
what did I say that you never saw before that opened your mind when you went on this
Women taking girls trips to Jamaica for sex.
Oh yeah.
And I never heard that before. So you know,
that's odd. Don't you talk to other women? Because women ordinarily would keep that type of shit from me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have friends that are women anyway. You know, I don't have women friends and shit. So I don't hear these things. But I would assume, being that you're a woman, that you would be privy to some of these types of talks that I'm not privy to.
No, I mean, I have various women and men circles, and I never heard of women going to Jamaica or any country for sex. I never heard that before. I just recently heard about guys traveling to DR for sex.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be honest, I've been traveling for years. I've never heard it. I just recently, within the past year, heard about why everybody was rushing over to DR this past year during COVID. And I was shocked.
You know,
I never knew that.
When black men do something, you know what I mean, it's nobody wants to see a black man with a smile on his face. But to be honest, like DR, people have been going to the and people, there's not even other black men. Black men don't want to see black men smile and have a good time. But as far as the DR, like white men have been going to the spots in the DR for years, for like 30 years before black dudes started doing it.
Philippines.
Black dudes started.
I never heard of it.
It was kind of like probably around like I don't even know. There was an article that came out in Essex magazine back in the day about the whole Brazil thing, and it was a gay dude that wrote that article to show you just how the type of shit, you know what I mean, that happens. But it was about Brazil, and black men going to Brazil. You know what I'm saying? So this has been kind of like a, you know, I don't know. That tells you that should tell you everything you need to hear right there. That a gay dude would write an article like that.
Right. Well, I'm gonna tell you something.
That to me is I understand why somebody like that would be angry at black men exercising their options and shit. You know what I'm saying? I can understand that. You know what I'm saying?
That was something they did for all them years, and all of a sudden we start picking it up like we picked up tennis and golf and shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh damn! Now they didn't, because I know a guy that goes over has a girlfriend over in the Philippines, and he sends all his money over there. And he go over there. I know another one that do the mail order bride stuff. My wife gets here in 2 weeks.
I meet dudes all the time that you know what I mean, have moved. When I went to Colombia, I met a dude over there. He got a restaurant, a soul food restaurant in Medellin, Colombia. That he'd been there for 4 years, and he was just like, I was like, what made you actually like move to Colombia? And he's just like, man, listen, I was working for you know, that other man, and he was from Georgia. And he was like, man, I came down on a visit. And he said, one visit, all it took. He said, I made up my mind in there. He said, I'm quitting my job, selling my house, doing everything I need to do to move to Medellin, Colombia.
Daddy Green's Pizza down there, motherfucker.
Open up, and I've met, I don't know how many dudes, every time I travel somewhere, I keep meeting dudes that open up restaurants or open up shop, or, you know what I mean? Like, they just get rid of everything. And it's always almost 100% of the time, I want to say 100% of the time, but I'm not going to say 100. I'll say 99% of the time. It's after a divorce of some sort.
Let me ask you a question.
Have that clarity where they're just like, I'm done.
Let me ask a
where
question.
I was, whatever happened.
Changing your life around.
Right.
Fucking just ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right. Hey, so I want to get into this next one here. So we were talking earlier in our pre-production meeting about the double standard, supposed double standard. I think somebody disagreed with me with big people, unhealthy men and unhealthy women.
Fields ain't shit.
So we were talking about that earlier, and my question is, do you guys believe there is a double standard for healthy men opposed to healthy women? Seems like women kind of cheerlead women that aren't particularly healthy or live a healthy lifestyle opposed to men.
I think it's feminism that does that, because first and originally feminism was for the advocate of women's rights, and I'm talking like the early 1900s or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, they call it the first wave of feminism. But subsequent waves have been advocating against men, against masculinity in men, and for masculinity in women. And so the people that are subjected to the wrath of feminists are men, masculine men, not gay dudes or whatever. No, the feminists don't care about them, but masculine men, and against beautiful women. The feminists are the ones that get angry when, say you drive down the street and you see, for years they've all, you know, they say sex sells, right?
Yeah.
For years, they've had pretty women to sell you shit. Well, who do you think it is that says, well, that shouldn't be the standard. You shouldn't have to be beautiful in order to sell something. You should be able to put a fat woman up on a billboard and have her sell the same amount as this beautiful woman. Now, we all know biology speaks to that, right? As a man, you know what I mean? You can't deny as a man that you like a beautiful woman. You cannot deny that, bro. You deny your DNA by saying something like that. You know what I'm saying? To say that is to go against who you are as a man. But it's become like to even say that these days is like, I don't know, just the way the society is going is like, you can't even say that shit. Like, oh man, you know, I want to buy something because it's a beautiful woman. It shouldn't matter, is what people will tell you today. So this is the reason why.
What people don't tell you that.
What's that?
I said, when what people don't tell you is that the percentage of women that are considered quote unquote beautiful or curvy or is considered eye candy, they're the minority, because every woman ain't gonna be a you know what I'm saying, a pinup model.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how many women you know in your life, or just in your living vicinity that you know, or you know, just in passing that you see that may be like a cheeseburger away from, you know, being that pinup model, or a cheeseburger away from being an overweight person. Or because I'm gonna tell you something, just because you're skinny, or just because you fit the whole beauty queen model, or the masculine Ken doll looking dude, you know, format, that don't mean you're healthy. It's people that's slim and trim and fit, man, who are inners are it's all messed up. Whereas you got a big person, man, that's living the life they live, and they doing their thing. They the healthiest people on the planet.
But that's a different conversation.
Actually, we were talking about this double standard as far as.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you want me to
health
break
are
down
two
what I
different.
said?
Yeah. Wallace, you break it down with Wallace. Just perfect. Go ahead, Wallace. Wallace will break it down.
To women and men, a woman's weight is equivalent to a man's money.
That's what I was looking for.
A woman is willing to overlook the physical attractiveness of a man based on his ability to provide.
Because we've all seen ugly
his
dudes
ability
that we would
to provide
consider
that
ugly.
Go on, let me finish, Wallace. Go ahead, Wallace.
Ability to provide that flexibility when it comes to that cheese. A man, in many cases, will overlook other elements of a woman based on her physicality. If her physicality is out cold, if she stacked like racks, she will. A man will overlook how many kids she got. Excuse me. A man will overlook how many kids she got. A man will overlook her
a nasty attitude,
almost everything.
Her baby daddy and his volatility. A man will overlook all that. So I think I look at those as being the same. So when you talk about it being a double standard, I'm chubby.
And it's still,
if I got a good social standing, if I have power, if I have money, I can pull the vast majority of women that may be available. You know what I'm saying? I could potentially based on what I'm holding. So, and the same is true for women will at least get the attention of a man. And if she show any level of choosing signals towards a man, no matter what his situation is, he gonna think twice.
But what you just like the example that you just described though, Wallace, is what we call in the mortgage world compensating factors. Like you have a compensating factor for the fact that your physical appearance, like, you know what I'm saying? When you mention the money, that's a compensating factor that could overcome your appearance. I think the double standard that Widebody is talking about is just like, you can't say anything about a woman's appearance at all. Like, it's like frowned upon whether you say something about, like, mind you, to each his own. You go do what you want to do with God's temple that he gave you. It's on borrowed time anyway, right? But if somebody was to mention anything about it, oh, it's a negative. But on the flip side, if it was put back to a man, you know what I'm saying? Like, men get shamed about how big they are, how skinny they are. Like we get nitpicked for being short, things we can't even control. But let us say something that we talk about, something that a woman can control, right?
Yeah.
Like it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I think that's like, you brought up a compensating factor for your physicality, right?
Yes.
It's like men aren't allowed to say anything about a woman's physicality, period. Now, mind you, I don't want
they
to,
like it.
Unless they like, right. Unless they like it. If it's something that's displeasing to them, oh my God, shame the devil, right? That's all. Like that's the thing I think Widebody was talking about. Like, now with me, I don't care. You do you.
But are they trying to redefine what we consider?
Well, I mean, I think
say for instance, like fat cheerleaders and stuff. You know what I mean? At a basketball game, like, should that be okay? Like fat girls in strip club taking off their clothes and shit. Should you be throw dollars just the same at them as you? I mean, like, how far is this going to go?
Hey, Malcolm, if that's what you like,
that's what we're gonna get into.
But what's wrong with it?
But yeah, go ahead.
If she went to the club to look for a job, and the requirements that they're looking for in terms of her talent, if she meets those requirements, those requirements, why can't she get hired for the job? And I beg your pardon, because living up here, you got women all sizes. Right here in the next town, 2 towns over, there's women of all sizes up there getting it, and they are getting it. So maybe where you are, maybe they only want a certain body type, and maybe some places they want a certain body type. But what I'm telling you is, there are thick women, obese women that are meeting the requirements, and they're getting it, period. And you got all types of websites and dating sites that are specifically for individuals who are of a certain weight, men and women.
You got to tab on the porn sites too.
What I'll tell you is I heard what I
maybe
heard
I'm wrong
was
then.
said
I'll stand
was,
corrected. Maybe I'm wrong. Then. Maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about.
No, what I'm saying is, based on wherever the place is, you said men don't want to see that. Well, that's not true because you have men married. You have smaller men married to bigger women, and vice versa.
All right, I stand corrected then.
Right, like I mean, I'm glad you said that for the first time ever. Gee whiz, because you want to speak for all men.
Okay.
Oh man, think it like that, Malcolm. I see. I have my preference. I have my preference.
When I shut his ass up. I like that shit.
Man, that's a karma for the storm.
Ooh, baby. Malcolm, you don't want to argue with me tonight?
Some things are so absurd, it's not even you.
That's why I'm glad you shut up. You didn't even want to hear yourself talk. Absurd ass motherfucker.
I have my preference. I've always had a preference of kind of woman that does it for me. And it doesn't fit that mold, that Hollywood mold. I'll tell you that. And it never fit that Hollywood mold. I mean, I think Halle Berry's pretty, but I don't, I'm not obsessed with Halle Berry. I like more of a, I like thickness, but I like a good thickness. I like a healthy thickness. I want, I don't want it to be a.
But that's just physical. So because once you ascertain that that's what you into, now you got to dig deeper into the psyche.
Oh yeah,
that's know that person and all
right.
That.
It's a
all
great
shit.
Right. It's a great.
I see the girls on Instagram that get all the likes and shit, and I'm sorry. I see the girls that all the dudes be chasing and shit. You know what I'm saying? That make the most money in the strip clubs. That I'm sorry.
But to me, that's like a.
Well, you only follow a particular woman anyway. We already know what you're looking for, and it ain't us.
That's not reality, though.
It ain't
There's always
who is us, Monica? Who's us?
Thick women. That's what we're talking about. Thick women. You ain't looking.
You know what I like, sweetheart.
You done said it. You done said it on here.
Yo, fuck what I said, yo. Look at my track record.
So now you don't want me to believe you.
Look at my track record.
To believe you.
I don't believe. Well, first of all, let me tell you this. This may be a revelation to you. All right, this may be groundbreaking information to you that just explodes your mind and shit. But let me tell you something. Men lie.
I'm glad you said it.
That may be some profound shit that you never heard. But let me tell you something. Men
you lie.
In fact,
I'm glad you said it.
When I talk to dudes, I got a rule that, you know what I mean, if I don't know you, say I'm just talking to, you know what I mean, just dudes having a conversation, barbershop or some shit like that. What percentage? All right, I'm gonna ask the other guys in here. What percentage of the information that a dude tells you would you accept as a fact? This is just random dudes that you meet somewhere.
If it's some random ass nigga, I don't know. Yeah, nah.
Small percentage, right?
It depends on the conversation.
Like it would have to be something profound for me to be like,
So
right. I don't
exactly.
know motherfucking niggas.
No, you lying.
And why is that?
Because I'm the dude in the barbershop that's gonna contradict you. Because if I know if I'm well versed in what it is that you're talking about, I'm probably gonna pull your card. I'm like, nah, bro, I don't think.
But why do you take that? Why do you take that tack with other guys?
Why do I do that? Because if somebody's training you, right? If you're doing something the wrong way, and I put as like, oh, hey, bro, you want to be successful in that, or you want to in that instance, if you want to be credible in the shit that you're talking about, you need to have the knowledge. You need to have the knowledge about it. Don't just go.
Why is the default to not trust what guys say? Why is that?
It's because of time spent. Like, you don't trust your instructor the first time you meet them. It's time spent. And then you start to see like, oh, that person knows what they're talking about. Oh, right. I can trust them, and I can. So it's time spent. Like, you don't trust just anybody off the street from a conversation.
Like,
they could be like low key. Jesus could come down tomorrow, and you will deny him to his face because you haven't spent time with him. Period.
Right.
So my whole point of saying that was just to say that men lie. We all know this as men. We all know this.
Oh man, now, you ever meet that person? You sit
when
down
a dude
with him?
tells you, "Hey, I like this certain type of girl or whatever," he could tell me that until he blew in the face. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look at his wife or look at his girl.
Hey,
that tell me everything I need to know. But all the shit that he say, I'm gonna look at his background information. That'll tell me what type of girl this motherfucker likes.
I said the same thing. You know what made me think about that? What you just said.
What?
I remember a couple of years ago when Usher was in this scandal that he was messing off with this chick, and she was a plus size girl.
And everybody was tripping that.
And people was bugging out saying, "No, that ain't true," because he never messed with me. You don't know what that woman can do to make his toe. I said, you don't know nothing. I said, don't be fooled. I said, it's dudes out here, man, that don't discriminate for real.
Mm-hmm.
I said, so he ain't no different than no regular dude. He just got money. I said, so you don't know. Hey, that woman can be telling the truth for all you know.
People were giving her a hard time. Like, you lying?
Yeah, man, they were killing her, bro. They were killing her.
Like, ain't no way. Like, shit.
I missed that one.
Yeah,
remember that? Yeah, Usher was giving all these shit herpes.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Usher?
But she said, yeah. She said Usher gave her herpes.
Is he still with what's his name?
Chili?
Vegas?
From TLC or whatever?
Nah,
no,
been left him.
Yeah, you been gone. You been gone a long time.
Man,
Hey, done since Confessions.
That nigga said Chili.
I've
They've been done since Confessions.
I've been kept up with Usher for a while, man.
Usher had her too, bro.
That nigga Malcolm said we put a man on the moon.
Yeah, will we do that?
I know about important shit, nigga. I just know I don't know the entertainment.
Usher was flying around here giving people herpes, man. And one of the girls that came forward, it was like, ain't no
plus size chick. Yeah, just
plus size like a motherfucker.
So she was lying.
Yeah,
they said they man, people were killing her, bro. Like they were like, Usher would never. Usher could have any woman in the world. Like, man, listen, Usher might have had a vulnerable.
She wasn't lying, or what? What happened?
I think she was telling the truth.
Nothing ever came out of it because you know how the PR machine do for somebody.
Right. You know what I hate, that people will pull that dirt on you and everybody will hear about it. And the moment that a man, like with Michael Irvin's situation, right? The moment that a man is proven that he didn't do what happened, nobody says anything.
No retraction.
There's no apology.
No apology or nothing, bro. You never hear two more words about it.
Oops.
Yeah.
You're right. I kind of feel I'm kind of going down a different avenue. I think it's I think with women it's very, I think it's a little bit more different as far as how they're sensitive they are about how their looks. I love confident women though, but some women the self-conscious stuff kind of kicks in a lot, and with men it's a little different with men. But like Brawler said, look at like he said before, look at Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls. Or we're talking earlier in our pre-production meeting.
Like Brawlers? Who fuck is Brawlers?
They're Wallace.
Oh, okay. I thought it was somebody named Brawlers.
I'm lost in shoes.
I'm using that for now on, nigga. Brawlers. What up, brother Brawlers?
Brother Wallace. Brawlers.
All Biggie did, all Biggie did was be Biggie, and that was it. Nobody, that was Biggie. Biggie was pulling, doing what he wanted to do.
But it wasn't new though.
Well,
it wasn't new. Nah. He just kind of pushed the reset button so people could understand that. That's how it always has been. I mean, you think about, whether you was anytime there was a guy, I mean, throughout history, a guy who had power, a guy who had land, had the ability to choose and select the mate that they wanted in the space. They always did. That's just the way it is. It didn't matter. It didn't matter if he was Rumpelstiltskin or some shit. It didn't matter.
Look at Flavor Flav, nigga. Shit.
Yeah, right. You actually,
I mean, we could talk about how fake that is.
Handle yourself.
We could talk about how fake that
don't
is.
even matter.
We can talk about how fake love is and reality TV potentially is. But consider even a tier 4 celebrity or somebody who gets a moderate level of attention, even a regional celebrity, you know what I'm saying? A person who is relatively known in one specific space or area will have the ability to go into that same area and choose. Flat out.
Many
is what it is.
Vern Troyer was knocking them down like, geez, Mini-Me.
Right.
Come on.
That's his name. That's Mini-Me name. What's his name?
Vern Troyer.
Troy Werner.
He almost Tracy Bingham from Baywatch.
Down. Stop, man. Stop.
Mini-Me was not, man. Mini-Me had a girl, man.
You remember him over here following nipples and shit on this show?
Tracy Bingham was trying to give him the cool cat, man, on that reality spot, man.
Stop playing, man. Mini Me was getting them, man.
Man, Mini Me was
The
a
nigga
man about
is
town, bro.
Mini Me.
Mini
He
Me
got
was
money.
The nigga
Like,
was soft and cuddly, man. Nigga
If
like a chicken
fucking
leg.
who was the fucking dude that what's that damn girl that died? She was married to that dude that looked like
and
the
Nicole
Crypt Keeper and
Smith.
shit. Yeah.
That was, man, dude was like 92
That
and a
motherfucker
half.
was whole Crypt Keeper in this bitch.
Yeah.
Oh well, you know what that was about.
Like,
Of course.
That was about
about
security.
money. Same
that's
fucking
about
reason
security.
motherfuckers fucking with Mini Me.
Real
They
shit.
ain't fucking with the nigga because the way his eyes sparkle in the sunlight, niggas.
I like his smile.
If you are in possession, when it comes to women, I'm saying, if you are in possession of the symbols of wealth, your physicality goes out the window. If you
100%,
the symbols of wealth, you ain't even gotta be rich. You don't even gotta have money. And that's why men pursue the symbols of wealth.
Yeah.
Period, point blank. And that's why men who get a little bit older in the tooth, that's why they many men stop pursuing certain symbols of wealth, because they not chasing like they was.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody listen to Rollo Tomasi?
No.
You told me about him. I ain't listened to him.
He says women don't care about the journey. Women just wait at the finish line. They sit at the finish line and pick out the winners.
Not all. Don't just I can't generalize. Many.
That's called hypergamy, bro.
This is where all men lie or men lie come in. This is where that comes in.
So women,
that's one of the stupidest pieces of shit information I ever heard you say.
Damn.
Hey, and that's not my saying, but I live by that though.
You just said it.
Just
and if you live by it, then fuck you too.
I just hesitate to say all in every.
Thank you. Thank you, Wallace.
Women sit at the finish line and pick out the winners.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is add some in the beginning of that. You be straight.
Yep. Many.
Yeah.
Several.
A plethora.
Right.
You can probably find some. You can probably find some anomalies in there somewhere.
I do know plenty of women who dealt with somebody who was in the gutter and helped them come up. I do.
That's not the type of woman. That's a woman that doesn't even value herself. I don't deal with women like that.
That help get someone out the gutter.
Go wild.
That's what your pool is. That's what your dating pool is, like criminals and shit. You know what I mean? I don't deal with women like that. Yeah. That's in your background. Your baby daddy's in jail and shit. Nah, miss me with that shit.
I don't mean gutter.
You don't qualify. You don't qualify.
But I mean gutter.
You do too much assuming and not asking for clarification. I noticed that about you. You just go right in and you be so far left with the shit. Like you think of the worst scenario and you just present that as if it's fact or law, and that might not even be what he was even thinking. You didn't even ask though for clarification. I'm gonna need you to work on your communication skills for 2023.
I think that Malcolm's.
That's something I'm always working on.
I think that the reality of it is
work harder.
That, you view relationships as an arrangement. And some people view relationships as an arrangement, as a different type of arrangement than you do sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. It is. I mean, women are naturally hypergamous.
Yeah.
Naturally want somebody women typically want somebody doing better than them.
Doing better than them, yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with
majority of women, yeah.
You do have the science project ones that get a man and think they can mold this motherfucker into something that they want.
And that's what I was talking about. Those type of women. Those type of women don't qualify for me.
No, but I think, but like Wallace was talking about it, there are women that'll meet you where you are and they'll help elevate you, as opposed to a woman that has everything and she'll say, well, you living with me, I did this for you. You're the reason why. I'm the reason why you look the way you look, and this is
Pablo
narcissist, basically, right? You know what I'm saying?
I've been there.
Yeah,
I definitely, man. Man, ride or die. I didn't have shit, so it must have been love, because I have nothing to bring to the table. Nothing. I'm like, sometimes, like, why is this person with me? Like,
why would a man in that circumstance be in a relationship? I don't get that.
So you're supposed to exclude yourself?
Yes.
You're supposed to exclude yourself from a relationship because you're going through a transformation?
Transformation.
What if that
growing?
person that you now in a relationship helps transform?
Yeah, I'm about standing on your own too as a man. Yeah, I'm not about somebody propping you up and shit. Yeah.
Hey, each his own, brother.
But I hear that, man. But I'm telling you,
that ain't the school I come from, man.
Ain't nothing like being with a person, man, that can add value to your situation.
I'm saying
you have to add value. If a woman's gonna be with me, she has to add value.
Because if you got a woman that all you gotta do is take care of her, it's all that you do. You ain't doing yourself. You doing yourself a disservice.
A fucking trophy wife, like
right? Exactly.
Who wants those?
No, you gotta add value. Yeah, any woman that I'm with is gonna add value to my life for sure.
Right,
without question.
It's just like saying, like, you know, hey, I didn't mean to get her pregnant. Shit happens, man. I mean, shit. How many times have people got somebody pregnant and didn't mean to have kids? I mean, I think you can't put any restrictions on love and shit.
I think that. But wait a minute. What do you mean you didn't mean to have? Hey,
that's on
like, yeah, you can't accidentally get somebody pregnant. I mean,
that's on you.
The condom
no, I'm
on.
saying I mean like this. He said,
hey,
well,
Phil, yes, you can accidentally. Yes, you can accidentally. Phil, hey, you can accidentally do a lot of shit. And that's one of them.
I'm just saying, like, it's like,
last time I checked on biology, when you put something in and it goes in there, shit
hey,
happens.
Listen.
Yeah.
Hey man, you might accidentally try to get that last stroke in, man.
No, first of all, you playing Russian roulette, playing with that last stroke, bro.
I was walking down the street and
that ain't accident. They like you
and
knew what
shit
you
jumped
was
out
doing,
my
bro.
pants and into hers.
Don't cut his fucking dick off, Dwayne Wade, bro. You fucking tripping, dog.
Oh man,
my sperm jumped out my jeans and went.
What I mean to say, what I'm saying is just like, you know, as far as love and shit, like, you know, as far as say my situation back in the day when I ain't had nothing together to bring to the table and I was trying to find my way and I was transitioning and coming out of a real bad position, and that person was there for me and roll with me because she seen something in me. It wasn't, hey, I'm gonna take this motherfucking carrying my whole life. You know, I know this dude. I know this guy's potential because I know him, and she took a chance with. You know, I'm not gonna say it like that, but you know, I would. You know, and yeah, man, that shit helped me out, man, to get.
You're right. Because it's a gamble. You're right. She did take a chance because it's a gamble.
She cashed in her chips.
Yeah, it's a gamble, bro.
So it is you taking a chance.
So I am gonna go to the Anderson .Paak concert.
Anytime you're dealing with, man, like relationships and love and all that stuff, it is a gamble, man, because we don't always evolve to a certain point, and we don't always stay the same. So
gamble.
You know, there's always it's a gamble. Life is a gamble.
I was up at the time, and then, you know, have had my ups and downs in my life. I definitely have. I've been to the bottom of the barrel and I've been up.
We all have, as a man.
And let me tell you something, bro. That, you know, the last time I was down and my journey up defined who the fuck I was and how I was gonna take this shit and ride it out. You know what I'm saying? So it was my journey. So I think that had to happen. I just think it was just ordained to happen to define who the fuck I am. You know what I mean? And also that to make sure I never go back down again. You know what I'm saying? It just I'll fight to the fucking death. But I'm saying, like, you can't say, oh, I don't have my and look, man, in a perfect world, we could be like, hey, I can't date you because you don't have your stiff right. Or I see that. Some people live by that. Obviously, Malcolm, you live by that. Some people don't look at shit like that.
But the thing that people need to understand is, like, having your shit right is relative and time sensitive. Because you can have your shit right today, and that shit can be gone tomorrow.
Right.
And the thing is having somebody that you love that's in your corner when the shit hit the fan.
Right.
Because as much as we as men, you know, want to insulate the situation, the one thing that we can't control is change, and the one thing we can't control is the world. So we can't control what the world does to us. We can only control how we react to what the world has done to us.
Right.
So if we have a person that's by our side that knows, like, hey, the world did this to me, I'm trying my hardest to fight through it, but this isn't the end of me, that's always a blessing. So having a partner like that along the journey is ultimately what's it's about. Because how many, you know what I'm saying? Like how many dudes you see, like, you know, like we talked about this like one episode, like, you know, when the stock market crashed, they jumping out a window because they know their wife about to leave them. or millionaires that bet it all on black one night at a casino, and now he ain't a millionaire no more. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like that like that happens. Like we may not, like it. They make movies about it, so it has to happen.
Yeah, we might not know nothing about that, man. But
so just because we on top one day, like the one thing that's constant is we all have peaks and we all have valleys.
I was gonna say not all the time having your shit together means fucking financial as well. It could be your mind state, man. It could be your mental. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, like we all have peaks and valleys in all of those stages of our lives. Right. And have somebody that's along with you on the ride helps.
Right. Oh, exactly, man. Exactly. And I mean, like we've talked about this in the past with things, and as far as getting, you know, man should have this, but man, I don't know, man. I just sometimes shit don't in a perfect world. And like, you know, it's like we said with the Hollywood, how they put this light-skinned black woman who don't have any body fat, and that's who all we see in movies and magazines.
What movies you watching?
You know what I'm saying? Like fucking Boomerang and goddamn on Soul Food and shit like that. You know, Nia Long ain't got no body fat. Didn't happen.
She got it now.
Look, I was just
I love me some Nia Long. She can, like, real. I wasn't, you know.
Shout out to Nia Long. Can you get
the
sound effect? Please? Can you do the sound effect for Nia Long, please?
Yes, I can.
Nia, when I see her, I'm along you.
Hey, Wallace, you straight?
My voice, man, is messed up.
Your
bro.
shit, I hear it.
My voice is
sounds way different.
Yeah.
Wallace a real.
Did you?
Wallace a real. That nigga real baritone.
I was sick like last week, and I kind of got over it and everything. And he's like, I don't know if it was last night I was talking too much at the thing, and then today the weather was up and down. I don't know, but I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I was saying
Wallace over there on his baritone shit.
Hey, he need to get some Ricola.
Secret garden sound in there.
Solid.
Get some tea, Wallace.
You sound like
get off here in a minute and get that together because I gotta morning.
You like 20 hertz away from being on Davenport.
You on the 44 hertz. Can't pick up your sound.
You sound good, Brother Wallace, but feel better.
Yeah.
Turn your radio down.
And then Melvin Franklin.
Down. Right.
Oh, we got that shit slapped, bro. Why'd you go up?
Yeah, man, but
you know, just like I know I don't want to put Lizzo's name in here, man, but you know, there's some people that want to rock Lizzo's world out here, man. I know baby Davis boy, whatever, want to take a ride on the roller coaster.
It's some people, but it's somebody for everybody, bro. Like
right up,
right.
It's somebody for everybody, man. Like so, like you know,
30% of men don't have sex.
Okay.
30% of men walking around today. 30%. When I hear that it's somebody for everybody, I'm telling you, it's not. That's not how that shit works. 30% of men, more over 30%,
but
are having sex with anyone.
Motherfuckers who ain't found that somebody yet.
But you might be right by that. But every relationship is not, especially as you get on down the road, it ain't rooted in just sex either. Like so, you might be right. So you might be right. So 30% they might be with somebody, but sex might not be.
No,
and that 30% might be in the 70
partner. Mistake what I'm saying. I want to speak very clearly. 30% of men do not have a partner to have sex or a relationship with.
I got you.
But
that might be more about choice than just not having selection.
Involuntarily, it's called incels. Involuntarily celibate. 30% of men walking around today are involuntarily celibate.
Meaning they ain't getting it
by choice. The exact opposite of what you're saying. The exact opposite.
That's like a personal problem.
Look, boy, if I gotta find some never mind.
Somebody for everybody. That's some shit that people say.
Never mind.
But it's hey, you hold up. But no, you can't believe that, Malcolm, because you know,
Okay.
hey, you know, like I
All right.
know, you know, like I know the ratio of man to woman. So it's like, it's more women out here for a man than vice versa.
You know I was gonna say too.
Like, hey, why? I mean, Digga, define that. Like, so, because I was actually thinking about that. Her, like, was it
Okay?
like
Let's
in the
say
world's
somebody-
population, men outnumber women by 2. So it's like for every 100 women, it's 102 men.
How many? Say that again.
As of 2020, for every 100 women, there are 102 men.
Oh,
in the world of the 7.8 billion people.
From my understanding, it was always the other way around. Okay, I'm not talking about globally. Let's say you're in the A, right? And I know this for a fact.
That shit definitely ratio
for
5-1.
Right, you know, for every one heterosexual man, there's about 8 women for every heterosexual.
Specifically say heterosexual, goddamn Atlanta. But that's
right. So that's what I'm saying. So like, man, listen, I wish I could say what I want to say, but
hey, talk that stuff.
I know where you're getting at. I understand.
but I ain't censoring myself because of the internet. I'm censoring myself because I got neighbors. but no, I mean, so like I said, if you're in quote unquote involuntarily celibate or voluntarily celibate, you know, those still are choices, because if you long for that and you want that intimacy, man,
go out and get it.
Ain't nothing but to go out there and get it. But a lot of people,
sure
a lot of guys don't want to put up with a lot of dudes want what they want, but they don't want the back.
So yeah, they just got to go out there and get it. That's the problem. That's why Andrew Tate is like the #1 searched guy on the internet about men of all ages.
Andrew Tate. I know Andrew.
Is he out of jail yet?
I don't think so.
Yo, they trying to get him for trafficking? What's the?
Yeah, so Andrew Tate, him and his brother, he's over in
it's a different country, yeah,
Romania, yeah. So they were they busted him for like quote unquote trafficking of like females, but it just so happened he had just had an interview with like Brittany Renner. It was probably like one of the highest viewed videos in like YouTube, like that genre's history. And literally
he was #1 most searched guy on the internet, bro.
Yeah, and literally a couple days later, because he predicted it, he was like the Matrix is gonna come after me because it's too many people that were following him.
Yeah.
So like literally a few days after that
and guess how they found him? They found him based on a live
ordering some food or something.
Ordering some food, pizza. Yeah, ordering pizza.
Wow.
They found him from ordering pizza.
Yeah, they got him, bro.
That was wild, man.
So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I'm interested as hell, though. I think it's just going. I don't think they have anything on them because even the women are like.
Otherwise, something else would have came out.
The women that they try to interview are saying like, "No, I was voluntarily with this guy." Like
they just got to make an example of him. That's all it is. They got to make an example of him.
But I'm saying his voice is too strong and his words are so powerful because what I'm telling you, and some people may not understand that shit. You know what I mean? But men are frustrated, bro.
Oh,
there's a high percentage of men that are frustrated that can't just go out and get it.
We were having a conversation.
So I'm gonna ask this question, Malcolm. Why are they frustrated?
Because they're not getting the outcomes.
Okay. So
they want to get.
So last time I checked, right, it's cats that's in the Hall of Fame of baseball for batting 300. 300 is 3 out of 10, right?
That's pretty damn good. That's all.
Like so there's guys in the Hall of Fame of baseball.
Yeah,
that literally bat 30%.
Right.
We all know there are men out here who are frustrated that don't take 10 swings. So get the hell out of here. Like the thing is, in life, we all take more L's than we get W's. Period.
Get out, and get something.
If you ask 1 million chicks out and 30% of them said yes, that's 300,000 dates, bro. Like you gotta play the numbers. Like us as men have to play the numbers. That's just life. Is we do that in business, we do that with women,
Right.
we do that with everything.
I don't play the numbers. That's a dangerous game right there. I don't play.
It's not playing but that's life though, Malcolm.
But the current climate makes it difficult.
I wonder what Michael Irvin would have to say about that.
Pigo sniff a pound of cocaine. What are you talking about?
But let's not.
But the current climate it makes it. If I had if I had to date in today's time, like if I was to get divorced tomorrow and I step back out in the dating game, bro, I ain't been in the game for 20 years. So like when I get back out here, knowing what I know about what's out here now, man, it's gonna be difficult because of the way the climate, not just it's gonna be different on so many levels now, you know, and it's gonna be a lot more difficult, not because I ain't got the gift of gab or I don't have certain things that are deemed attractive to a woman. It's just that I got to deal with all the extra stuff and the different mindset that wasn't there when I got married 20 plus years ago.
And I'm telling you, it's a problem, bro. I'm telling you, as a blue that's out here right now, I'm telling you, it's a problem.
Do I what?
Like, okay, I'm sure I can speak for all the men on here. We are self-aware to know red flags.
Oh, no doubt.
We ask questions that most people don't ask. Period. So the thing with us, we could not be in the game, but we've seen so much of it. We know the questions to ask and be like, okay, I'm not wasting my time. Okay, I'm not wasting another second. Okay, have a good day. You can enjoy this dinner, but I'm out. Like we are not these dudes that are like blindly just like saying hey,
got you. But,
you know what I'm saying?
But the way society is now with women in society now and all the like Malcolm was just talking about the frustration part of it, right? Like I don't have that problem because I'm married, but for somebody like my nephews that are coming up and my son or what have you, like what they're dealing with now is so different because now all these young ladies aren't getting their cues from their grandmothers and their mothers no more. Their whole template comes from social media and reality TV, which has warped their whole mindset toward what a relation with having a relationship and having a sustainable relationship in a man and a family unit. That's all about. A lot of
grandmoms is twerking on social media, bro. That's
exactly.
What those grandmas are twerking
on TikTok. On TikTok.
Yo, what up, man? Can y'all hear me?
What's up, brother?
Yeah. What's up,
man? I heard my name on here, man. Let me pop in here to see what's going on. I never played the numbers game, man. My pops always told me, man, if a woman wants you, she'll choose you, bro. As long as you
I believe that.
Smart man.
A man,
I believe that.
She'll let you know.
But
mine chose me.
Before you even start getting to dealing with behavior that you don't want or don't like or whatever, you got to look at the economics of it too. It's more young people living with their parents. That's high school than ever. The single scene and the club scene is not the same. You know what I'm saying? And then we busier than we've ever been. And then you got
I wouldn't say busier. I say more preoccupied.
Social media.
Right.
You know, where Pornhub is the fourth most like in the entire world. No cap. More than
records.
It ain't number Amazon, YouTube, Facebook, and Pornhub.
Pornhub records, nigga. Records.
So even that
record activity,
even that curiosity is different in people now.
Yeah.
I'm saying so you got to take all them into account before you even start thinking about, oh, I want to deal with this and I don't want to deal with that.
Ain't no big mamas, man. They gone.
Big mama.
Yeah.
They gone, bro.
So it's like so like I said, your templates, all your templates are outward instead of inward. Then okay, let's say you do have that around you and they don't have the wherewithal to educate you and put you on game and keep you grounded. Then that's another strike against you. So it's like for the most part, man, and I was talking to Gadget one day. And I think he was talking to a bunch of us, and he was saying how, this was in the height of the Me Too movement, and how there was a woman who had caught a flat on the interstate or what have you, and he said so many people passed this woman by because they don't. So many men passed her by and didn't help her with her tire because they feared of what might happen if that conversation or that situation went left.
But there was a dude that was on the train that was getting assaulted by a woman maybe a few years ago that no men stood up, and then women were like, "Where are all the men at? Where are all the men at?" And men was like, "Yo, what are you talking about?" Like,
that's what you. I mean, that's what a lot see, and that's what I'm saying. So even if that woman was to get help, assistance or aid from a man or whatever, it was somebody. It was somebody or some woman who made that impossible for you to take it. So I mean, it made it impossible for you to get the help that you need because that one situation has blanketed everybody under one umbrella. So it's like you damned if you do it, you damned if you don't.
True that. Plus, you don't know what these young fools gonna do out here nowadays, bro.
Right. So that's another element.
Like, do I help?
I'm saying dating is hard, bro. Dating is hard.
Oh, I believe
it. It is hard.
I mean, you kind of.
I personally don't. I choose not to engage in it in the United States. I won't do it. But because there's better options. There's better options for me otherwise. It's like going to a restaurant. If you go to a restaurant and over you get shitty service and overcharged and shitty service and shitty food and overcharged. It's like, yo, why are you leaving this restaurant? Why don't you stay? It's like, yo, what do you mean?
Those are fucking rebound.
Hey man, I think I
find me a better restaurant.
I think I talked to you before, bro. Who hurt you, bro?
Hold on. Let's see if we can get on. Let's get them all out now. All the cliche. Hold on. Who hurt me?
It's all
who hurt me? Don't I love my mama?
We all been hurt.
Sisters. My mama black. What's the other one? Are you gay?
Oh no, man. Man.
Let's get on. Let's get them all out now.
There's black men that can talk, man. Who hurt
love
you?
my mom.
I think though, if I was 26 again. In today's climate,
right?
Settling down probably wouldn't be on the forefront for me. It probably would. I would probably be more in tune and more dedicated to working on self and making sure that I had all my. Which I did that at 26 again, but only difference is I settled down when I was 26. So like, but if I had to do it again today and be 26, just knowing what I got to deal with out here, man, I would tread lightly and carry a big stick.
Yo, you can meet someone with genuine interest in you, exchange numbers, and say the wrong thing. And by the wrong thing, I mean like good morning. I'm trying to think of the off-limit text now. This is what's getting you ghosted now. There's a whole thing of women are like, yo, if he says this, ghost him. Good morning. What are you doing? Like what was it? WYD, whatever. What you doing?
What you doing? Right.
Yeah, there's a whole list of texts that you can't send as a man to a woman. Now I'm just like, shit, they just erased my whole fucking shit.
And you know what's funny about that? It was fun. What's funny about that? Well, not funny, but what's killing about that is that in a lot of situations you run off genuine good people that you could build with. You know,
but how do they know? How do women know? They don't know the difference.
But they do know the difference. But the thing about it is that
I can't tell. They get 100 texts. It used to be back in the day, right? You met a girl, right?
Yeah.
Now you know there's competition. You know, she had her own phone or whatever. Say she had her own phone in the house or whatever. You know, you was probably competing with like 2 or 3 other dudes, right?
Hey, listen. I ain't competing with no. Back then, I want.
You competing with 2. She got 2 or 3 other. By competing, I mean she got 2 or 3 other dudes she talking to. I'm not trying to insult your ego or whatever, man. But I'm not gonna stroke your ego either. She talking to 2 or 3 other dudes. Never assume a woman is just talking to you, bro. You just never assume that.
Hey, when I was that young, my ego was all I had.
Yeah, but I don't care. I'm not here for your ego and shit. But today, as back in the day, you might have been competing with 2 or 3 guys. Today, you're competing with 100.
Fuck that. I ain't never get married again.
All of her DMs, check her DMs, check her messages, check her little thirst trap pictures.
But you're right.
Have instant ability to contact the woman that you're trying to get the attention from.
But you're right. You're right about that because when I was in high school, I was dating a young lady. I got the prize, but I knew dudes that were close to me that was trying to, or not close to me, but dudes that I knew that I was cool with that was trying to get at her. So I was like, so you're right. There's always going to be competition. But you just gotta be the one that I ain't gonna say officer that others don't have.
It's easy to say, but how?
but my, judging from that situation, I overall I just had a better personality, and I was just about my shit, how I presented myself and things that I did.
It's all
outside
abstract
just,
shit. You're not telling me how exactly to
but
get
those, but
this
those, but those,
situation.
but those are.
And I don't need to know.
But
I'm just saying for the guys out there that aren't getting the outcomes that they want.
But that's what I'm saying. Those are the things. Those are the intangibles that you can't quantify with just words. So
And
that's
this is what dudes
saying.
aren't looking for. They're forwarding past information like what you're putting out, and they're looking for the Andrew Tates of the world that are giving them the definitive directions on how to proceed.
Why would you want?
Why would you want? That's what I was just about to say. That if you're looking for somebody else to tell you how you should go about dating listen.
Hey, listen, everything is online. Look, I had to find out from my dad and shit, you know what I mean, and shit like that, and through trial and error. But I'm telling you, this is just not the world today, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just not what we're living in today. I mean, I feel you because that's where I come from.
You're right. You're right.
You're where I come from. So I understand what you're saying.
You're
but
right.
I'm telling you, it's not
let me tell you why
like that right now.
Let me tell you why you're right, though. Because nowadays, nobody wants to put in the work to do anything. It's like us as producers. And Wide Body can attest to that. It's people that right. It's people that go.
I want to say researching something isn't work, bro. You know what I mean? I want to say that because I use YouTube for all sorts of shit. It's just that some people use it for dating. And if you look at the amount of dating coaches,
our library.
It's a lot.
We used to have to
and there's a reason why there's a lot, bro.
Give you an example, Malcolm. Like back in the day when I first started making beats, I didn't have a library drums. I had to go find records and find open drums and shit, and then take that. Now you can just go. I got hundreds of gigabytes of fucking drums, man. It's like samples. I don't have to go on the record player no more and get samples. I got samples galore. It's there. It's like the microwave shit. Right.
It's way easier. But
you still have to record your vocals.
To Diggerhurst's credit, you still have to put in some level of work to achieve some type of sophistication in making beats and shit. You know what I mean? Like to some mastery level.
You still gotta be creative, right?
You still gotta be good.
Resources though, the resources.
But what I'm saying is like what you're saying, Malcolm, is like you said, us being of the age group that we're in. Like you said, we had people that taught us, and then we learned a lot of shit on our own. Like you said, trial and error. But a lot of times nowadays, like you said, it's different because people they don't want to put the work in. They don't want to go through trial and error. They want to be.
Ain't no courtship, man. From what I see, it's just straight to the point. Like
we fucking on what?
Exactly, bro. I'm like,
yo, I can speak on my own behalf, and I'm not afraid to put this stuff out there. But like I wasn't getting the outcomes that I wanted. I was in relationships.
Right.
I wasn't getting the outcomes that I wanted. Something was wrong, and I couldn't figure out what the fuck was wrong. I'm just like I always subscribe to the feeling that if I try harder and I do better in life, then that gets me better outcomes. And that's the way I live my life. I live my life in a discipline.
That's true for the most part, though. That's true.
Except when it comes to women.
Well, yeah.
Except when it comes to women.
And that's not true. Like, how many people we know? Like, how many people we know work really hard at something, but don't succeed to a level that somebody who has half the talent and work ethic do? Like, we see a lot.
Yeah,
like
there's a level of that. Okay.
Like, so,
I see what you're saying.
Just because we work hard, the thing is, we fail to work hard in our purpose. We want to work hard at what we want. Like, until you are aligned with your purpose, like the thing is, remember that saying, like, that old saying, like, oh, if I'm chasing money, like I can't lose bitches, but you know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 blah. The reality is purpose. Like, if you work hard in your purpose,
I get what you're saying.
Everything is gonna come to you if you work hard in your purpose. Women,
well, that may be what I was missing. That may be what I was
like it's your purpose, bro. And that's what I think is missing in totality of us as men. Yeah. Half the men we know don't even know what the fuck their purpose is.
Their purpose is. So I agree with you 100% there.
So let's keep it a buck. Like, until you are in tune with what you are supposed to be doing.
Right.
Because if you have a focus and a purpose, you ain't gonna be worried about you ain't gonna be an incel because you too busy working on your purpose. And somebody gonna notice, like, shit, this motherfucker doing what he's supposed to be doing. I need to be near that person. And it's gonna be a woman. And they gonna come flocking because that shit's a magnet. It's a magnet, bro.
Yeah.
It's a magnet. Like when you in
The
your
purpose
knowing
brings
your
it builds
shit, people
confidence,
gonna come to you all
everything,
the
and
time.
Right.
But you know where I learned this? You know where I learned this information? On YouTube.
Where?
On YouTube. Nah, man.
Yeah.
But like so like that's why I say like the shit ain't like when a dude focuses on his purpose and he's relentless about it, he's persistent about it, and he's resourceful about it, all the rest of the shit gonna fall into place. So like
no one was telling me that though, bro. No one was telling me that.
But that's the thing. Like now we have that knowledge, bro. So now we can just tell a little dude, like, hey, little homie, don't even worry about like, bro, find your purpose.
And that's what that right
find
there.
your purpose, little homie. Don't even talk
that.
about women. Like, see, here's the thing. I think we're like, don't even talk about women. Hey, little homie, find your purpose, bro.
Find your purpose. Your purpose.
Find your purpose, because you're gonna get everything once you know what your purpose is.
They sit at the finish line and they pick out the winners, bro. So get on your purpose.
But no. If you know your purpose, you
and be a winner.
What's at the finish line?
Get in the gym.
Pick what gold medal you gonna put on.
Get in the gym. Get on your money grind. Get a business or something where you getting money, you getting paid, and get on your purpose. And the women will come find you, bro. They sit at the finish line and pick out winners, bro. So the important thing for a man is to be a winner.
That's it.
Be a winner. But the thing is, if you know your but Malcolm, let me tweak that. If you know your purpose, you'll pick them out. They won't pick you.
Or you'll have your choice.
You'll pick from your,
you'll have your choice. Like
instead of just taking whatever comes away.
Yeah. So if you know your purpose, wait a minute, hold on, home girl. You don't fit
being
my
happy.
500,000 miles.
You don't
500,000 miles. Transmission shot. I'll take it. Fuck it.
I just quality over quantity, bro.
It ain't hurts.
I just want to say, in all my days of knowing him, I've never seen Fields so passionate and so close up on the camera in my life, man. Hey.
Hey, brother, like, so
Deacon Ortez Fields.
Hey, I'm bringing that shit out of Fields, man. I'm taking credit for that.
I see. Hey, y'all need y'all on podcast, man.
Like, it's because the thing is, that's something like, because I've been reading this book and it talks about like
what book?
The Way of the Superior Man by David Breda. I believe that's his last name.
Fields and Hustle.
And it just talks about like it touches on women, but then it also touches on like the man and finding who you are and knowing who you are and just being in tune with like your purpose. And even with, I listened to this guy, his name is Bedros Keuilian. He's a dumb rich dude off of fitness and stuff like that. He's got a podcast that I listen to, and he talks about purpose and he talks about principles and things of that nature. And the thing that most men growing up now, and I mean, my dad didn't teach me purpose. My dad didn't teach me principles. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are things I'm in my 40s learning about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to figure it out on my own. The fact is just like, you have to have those things as a man. And the thing is, everything else will follow. Like, if you literally have an arrow's focus on something, just something that doesn't distract you from that, like, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, bird, like, Nick, like, come on, bro. Like, it's too many, like, it's already too many things that's in our way to distract us on purpose. Don't let those things distract you on purpose. Like,
to women's credit, yo, if you're a man and you're not about that, what he just said, why the fuck should she follow you anyway?
100%.
Don't follow them niggas if you ain't about, you know what I'm saying? If you're not that type of man, why the fuck should she follow you? So to women's credit, they not following niggas no more because niggas ain't really, you know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, and it's okay to fail at a purpose. Just don't let it define you.
Right.
Like I said, if you get in the Hall of Fame for 3 out of 10.
Pablo said in the chat he has that book too. That's a book you can go back to every now and then.
It's a real good book, bro. It talks about, like, you know, just like I think the one thing that, you know, like, men should really just focus on is like controlling like their emotions. Like, it's not, it's one thing to feel, it's another thing to act on that feeling, right? And I think a lot of these dudes, like Malcolm was saying, like these incels, they acting on these emotions, so they want to be like women bashers and stuff like that. Like, bro, Stop being a finger pointer and start being a thumb pointer. Like
I got another one too.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, what's the name of that book again?
Oh my God! Don't do it, wide body. I know what you about to do.
Bills, what was the name of that book?
It's called the way of the superior man. I think his name's like David Breida. BR.
Yeah, that's the name.
EIDA or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I just looked it up.
Yep. So yeah, it's like a yellow book. But yeah, man, it talks about a bunch of stuff for like women.
What's his name again? The author? I'm sorry.
David Breida. I can't.
I'll find
it. I got it right here.
Yeah, BREIDA.
David Dita. It's Dita. DEIDA.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was Breida. But yeah, Dita. Yeah. It's a good book, man. So Way of the Superior Man.
All right. Got it.
Another one I'll say too, let's say accountability. I think that's a real big problem these days, especially these
all the way across the board. All the way across the board.
For real.
And these grown ass men as well.
Yeah.
Who they raised?
Facts.
I'm just proud of Fields, man. Fields is on some man. Listen, Fields got the self-help books, man. He making
Don't be fucking
around.
Making
pesto basil pasta by scratch. Man,
he got the Malcolm X resting pose right now. He ready, bro.
Right.
Hey, yo, what's up with you and Fields, man? Why you ride Fields today, man? What's up with that? I'm sensing a little bit of
Fields is my little brother, man.
He taking Tashir place, man.
That's how we feel. That's how we feel about wide
bodies.
I feel
that. He ain't say shit about you being light skinned.
Oh no, trust me, that's off air.
That's off. Yeah, that's off air.
That's off air.
I don't do light skin on light skin bashing, man. I don't.
Wait a minute. He's
now on camera.
Yeah, be careful. Very careful.
He
right.
He took the shit spot.
What are we doing?
Hey, what are we doing?
Rest in peace to the brother, man.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Like
Jesus. Look, rest in peace.
No question.
Yep.
What's up with Monica? Where Monica go?
She'll take care of something with her family. Yes, she had a family issue.
Okay. Never mind. I'll take that back.
But nah, man. But like you said though, man, accountability, man, that shit is so important on both ends. Like you said, and I think Phil, you said something very poignant when you said, I think that finger pointing, thumb pointing, that go for both sexes. Like, hey,
for real,
own up to your stuff and let's correct it, and vice versa. We'll be better off if we're both mature enough and adult enough to do those things.
Somebody got to hold these women accountable, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do.
Somebody has to.
But the thing is, like, nobody, like, okay, Malcolm, I love you. Only person that can hold him accountable is God, bro. It ain't our job.
It's not?
No.
It's not a man's job? Well,
no. The only person.
Not all women. I don't want to say all women, but your woman.
The only person you're supposed to be held accountable to is you. You know, you can't, like, bro.
I think it's something in the Bible about that.
Bro.
About a woman being accountable to a man and then a man being accountable to God or something like that. I believe isn't that in the Bible?
But they're accountable to you, so they have to hold themselves accountable to you. You have to hold yourself accountable to God.
Right. Yeah.
You hold yourself accountable. You hold it. Like, I'm not about to check her. Like, if she's not doing what she's supposed to do and you're not doing what you're supposed to do towards God, you're not holding yourself accountable. So the key thing is you hold you accountable, and then everything else should be fall in line. The end of story. So that's what it is. It's just like thumb pointing, bro.
I had to look at myself. Honestly, I had to take a hard look at myself and improve myself in certain ways. You know what I'm saying?
As a man,
but
you have to, yeah.
Over life, I also realized too, man, because I don't want to get too down on myself. I have done it.
But you got to forgive yourself, give yourself grace for whatever it is you
that part.
That's true too. That's true.
Part.
Too
that
hard.
Part.
Life is hard enough on us, bro. Give yourself grace and understand we ain't perfect. Shit happen. Yeah. I had to learn that, bro. You ain't perfect, bro.
No, that's true. That's true. I can't, hold myself to
right now. Yourself some grace, bro. Yeah.
Oh shit.
But yeah, I had to look at myself.
We need a book club, man. We need to get an old dirty old book.
Hey nigga, I don't have a lot of books, but I got a shitload of audio books, nigga. My Audible be cracked.
I love audiobooks at work, man. Put the headphones in and just
it's so lazy, man. I got
few books. can't read like that, man.
Nigga, it ain't lazy, nigga. I have eye issues, nigga. God
Yeah,
damn.
I can't be sitting there eating a bucket of headache.
Well, that's different.
Hey,
But I'm like,
Jesus
why body? I'm
Christ.
the same way, man. I'm like, damn, I can't read a book anymore. I'm that lazy now. I gotta listen
Yeah.
to it and shit. Has somebody read it to
I
me.
get it, nigga.
That's not a book to me. I'm sorry, audiobook is not a book. That shit just that. And you know what? I take
Unless
That's a
you
track.
got Jay Prince narrating. I told
they
you,
heard
man.
this.
He
I
needs to
take it
watch
back. You know
out.
why I take it back? I take it
I
back
might
because
have to defend
if
myself.
if you're a blind person and you need those, and see that's kind of
Yeah.
how the audiobooks became a thing, because that was for like when I used to be a mail carrier, I used to have to always drop these green little boxes and packages off at certain houses. I used to be like, damn, what the hell are those? And
Books
it
on
just so
disc
happened
and shit, right?
books on tape and books on disc.
Yeah.
So yeah, audiobook was it just took it out of one arena for when it was primarily for the blind, the people that were visually impaired, and just the niggas that just don't want to put their eyes on a book can now listen to a book.
Hey, the worst is having Jay Prince narrate this motherfucking audio book.
Nigga, that ain't-
I told him
hold
one
on,
more
hold on,
time.
shit,
If
though.
he
Hold
put his
on,
hands
hold
on
on,
me, I have to
Hold on,
defend
buddy.
myself.
Hey, listen, man. We might have to go down there for a retreat.
Oh shit! You brothers need a fly zone pass. I heard you when you guys
Hey,
were insulting me.
But for real,
So wide body told me that he didn't have to check in. So I said to him, "You better look around and see who's here."
like on some real shit, there's some shit that's just good as an audio book that I think even better than the book. Don't sweat the technique. That shit's amazing as an audio book because this nigga narrates.
And I got the book, and I hadn't finished it yet. Along with Raekwon's book, Carmen's book.
Damn.
Only book that I read when I got it last year was Dylan Time. I read that shit like in about.
You know what?
What about Dame
I still
Dash?
ain't read that shit, bro. Since they gave me that fake ass book, bro, I still ain't read it.
Shout out to Dan Portman.
That nigga had a pamphlet, nigga.
I still can't.
Hey,
they gave Dab a book on quantum physics, man. He's like,
Bro,
Right.
all that shit right.
went to school. Tell him about back to school.
I was like 4 pages in, like, okay. I was like, I ain't know Dilla was like philosophical and shit, but like, I'm like, they got to show
Oh,
man.
man.
I'm
I
like,
gave
Hey
him.
man, I didn't mean
Don't
to
judge a
laugh
book
at
by
you,
its
man.
cover and shit.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, you did that day.
it did me dirty, bro.
He said, man,
I don't even know
Dylan's
about-
philosophical, man. Like that
Right.
nigga's dropping gems in here, man. Like you talking about, man,
I'm like, shit, I'm gonna get some Pythagorean theorems. I'm like,
Goddamn. A plus fucking negative
Yeah,
75
I ain't heard. But I
to the
should have
10th
known.
power
I didn't hear.
equals Dilla swing.
I didn't hear James Yancey first 4 pages at all. Not even in the what's the beginning part where they outlay the book.
the
But shit
preface.
in it- but shit in it about Dilla, bro. I was just like, okay.
God damn.
Like, yeah.
Hey, what the hell I was gonna say? The fucking Dame Dash's audiobook. I couldn't do that. I'm a cakeaholic. First thing you gotta know, I wanted money. After that, I had to get it.
That was
I
him
always
doing
knew.
that? It was him doing the
Yeah.
autobiography? There's
Right.
no way I'll read it.
I always knew as a young kid that I would get money. First thing I had to do was find out how to get money.
Even if I was reading it, if I was actually like reading the book, like physically reading a physical book, I still be reading it in his voice.
know, right?
I'd be hearing the words in his voice.
Right.
I knew that I was a cakeaholic and this is my mission and my destiny.
I mean, some of his ideas were right on, man.
Yeah,
But
he a nigga like to use all
his-
gambling on everything. He like to spend.
bro.
I can't live like that, man. I never hold money. I always got it. Nah, fuck you. I work too hard for this. We gambling money. That's why they got rid of his ass in Rockefeller.
Yeah, 'cause I remember seeing one time when he was out with JJ looked disgusted, bro. Like, god damn.
He just beat you over the head too much, man. I
Fuck the
can't.
church's money up.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't live like that, man. I'm sorry. If that's what money is, I don't want it. I'm good.
Everybody he interviewed with, they're like stupid to him and shit, man. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, why even do an interview if you're just gonna be treating the people like this?
Yeah,
Stupid.
if I was envy, I had to swim and throw a water bottle at him or something, man. Like
What happened? I didn't see that one. What
when
happened
he went on the Breakfast Club back in like 2016, Yeah, you gotta you don't have your own company.
Oh
so
yeah,
it
yeah,
makes
yeah.
you a man.
When you call another nigga boss, you saying that's like saying daddy.
Right. Wow. Like, yo, this dude here, bro.
You gonna call another man? You gonna call another man daddy? Like,
I'm
Yeah,
on
I
one
can't.
time.
I don't see it like that. You know what I'm saying? But,
I'm gonna
I'm
check
not
for the
rich
child
either,
support up.
that's what kind of time he was on though. He was that Negro was
I
like.
feel like everybody got a boss, nigga. Everybody got a boss.
Yeah,
Even if you
really
just
fixed
sell
on
shit
that.
to people, you know what I mean? You know who the boss is? The people you sell shit to, nigga. That's the boss. Nigga. So I don't know.
And he's a kind of dude that his own arrogance and him thinking he's smarter than everybody will get him fucked over. Because you think you the smart
I think
man.
he does have information though that if he put out in a better way.
He has information, but there's just his delivery is kind of abrasive to people, man, and people don't.
And how do you
like
filter? How do you filter between him patting his own self on the back and the actual valuable information that he has to provide? You know what I mean?
I think
there's
some
a
of
lot
it,
of that. There's a lot
not
of
all of it. I don't agree with taking all my money and fucking rolling the dice with it. I just don't. I don't think that's a good business model or business practice.
What's the saying? You believe half of what you read and nothing of what you hear.
Right. Some of the shit, he took a gamble.
Okay. There is no skeleton key that works for everybody and everything.
Right.
You have to decide what information you let disseminate in your heart, and you keep it and say, hey, that'll work for me. Like nobody, like nobody is 100% right, and like there is no foolproof plan because you can follow it step by step and still fall on your face.
Sure.
So if you don't have the wherewithal to say, okay, this will work, that won't work, go. And then recalculate and reformulate as you go along. Like there is no, like I said, there's no one size fits all thing for anybody because we all different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Dame Dash is a boisterous dude, right? His mouthpiece gets him indoors. Right. You don't follow that dude. Maybe your calculated moves get you indoors. You do you. But maybe like his marketing, his plan is the thing that, like, oh man, I can adopt that for me. That'll work.
You rub people the wrong way, man.
So it's just like, just because somebody made it, don't mean the way they made it like is the right way to make it for you.
I get that.
The only way that works is like, no offense, like cakes, nigga. you making cakes and pies and desserts. That's about the only formulation that works per recipe, bro. Because that's
if you don't run in the house and the cake fall.
Exactly, bro.
Right.
Hey, that's it. Hey, that's if you're in a high altitude and you gotta and you didn't put the oven on the right temperature, right? Like so, like that's but as far as success, bro, people just need to stop like following these other people and do what they like. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to heed wise counsel. Like, hey man, what did you do that made you successful? But then if you ain't gonna do everything that they did, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's some sacrifices with success that you ain't just about to do. Like, it's some people who are so prepared that you like, man, I can't do that. Well, then you ain't gonna be successful like them. So find a different way to be successful. So,
word up. You're right. All right, guys, we're gonna have to end this, man. Man, it's past our time. I like to thank everybody for coming out tonight, man. And
don't cut his fucking dick off, Dwayne Wade, bro. You fucking tripping, dog. You tripping, dog. You tripping, dog. It's bullshit. You can't see that, brother. Don't cut his dick off, bro. Like, bro, for real. If he gonna be gay, let him be gay. But don't cut his dick off, bro.
Wait, but y'all heard about Boosie's daughter, right?
Nah, what's going on with that?
His daughter's gay. She came out.
She came out, yeah.
Oh, hey, he said let him be gay, but she ain't gonna get nothing. And even if she get anything, she could take it off. Pop a snapper. We could pop a strap on off real quick, but don't cut his dick off, Vlad. Don't
cut his dick off, man. Come on, man.
Y'all see the war? Y'all see the war going on between American black women and Asian women?
No, what, they fighting over hair or something?
Nice.
Anybody been watching any of that shit?
Oh, bro, you in the world, bro. We married.
No,
what's going on though? Oh,
we'll see.
I gotta put some video. I gotta put some videos in the chat, man, for y'all.
All right, Pablo. Thank you very much, Pablo, for tuning in, man. Good to see you, man. Good to hear from you. Hopefully see you next week, my brother. Guys, want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Thank you everybody in the chat. Michelle Nobles, Pablo Chalk, welcome back. Kyra, Mother, Shelly. Also, check us back on the playback. Thank you for all who tuned in. Please check us back next week here at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 6:30 for the pre-show. We'll play today's hottest independent artists and producers. If you would like to submit some of your music, please hit me up at adswide@gmail.com. That's Alpha, Bravo, Alpha, Delta, Sierra, Whiskey, Indigo, Delta, Echo @gmail.com. It can be instrumentals or you have vocals on it. Please go ahead, send it in. I'd like to thank the panel. Davenport, RTO, See Me Hustle, Gigahertz, Monica. I think CX came in here. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate it. Without y'all, man, this ain't happening. So thank y'all for y'all continued support as well. Once again, this is DJ Wild Body saying peace on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey!